All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Glorious Smite League final week of this tournament seeding. We are looking at an epic match between Underworld and Kinkai's. This will decide seeding for the next tournament. Kinkai's underdog here. Underworld, if they win this, they will confirm their spot as the top seed. Kinkai's, if they win this, potentially going up to third seed and allowing Underscore to steal that spot from Underworld. The rosters for today will be Clover UK in solo, Morton in jungle, Miratok in mid, Frostbite, O20 in support, and OBX on ADC for Kinkai's. Underworld's looking at Kupo Clouds, East, Rosie, Order Mess, and the Aaron Freyer. Alright, we're starting with picks and bans. I'm going to hand it off to Chibi.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Glaria, like my partner Mana said. This is going to be an interesting match, I think. Underworld, like you said, first seed over here, and we're getting away with these picks and bans, and they're taking that Marty chorus off the board. Very understandable. Nobody really wants to lane against that.
Very strong flex pick. Can be seen solo, mid, and ADC. I'm not surprised by that Ravana ban either.
No, not at all. It's pretty much the same. Like, you want to try and get away from these picks that are just going to allow teams to either flex it into solo, mid, jungle, ADC. You really want to stop the teams from throwing that confusion on you. All right, next ban up for Underworld is the Kuzenbo.
Kuzenbo is definitely an interesting ban for me as a support player. I don't think it's very, it's okay at the moment. I just think it's quite annoying. I'm hoping that that's a pick that it's a comfort pick for someone there.
It might be. That's a very smart move, if it is. Kuzenbo, he's got a lot of CC in his kit as well. He can be very annoying. He can really get in there. And all right, next ban for the Kinkai's is that Kali. Kali, just one of the strongest junglers right now too.
Yeah, Kali with her overwhelming late game, the immortality and the ult, it can get quite overwhelming that late game when you're trying to secure these gold furies, fire giants, typical objectives.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's not really a jungler you want to go against. Underworld, we got the Thor ban. Just nobody really wants to lane against Thor right now.
Yeah, staple ban can be goes in solo jungle. The amazing team fight engage with his ultimate, and not to mention the wall and 2-tap combo with his hammer.
Similar to Ravana, very popular in solo lane right now, the strong jungler. And the last ban from Kinkai's is Baba Yaga.
That is definitely a ban I'd love seeing. I dislike the Prof Cloak build that you can go in Baba Yaga. It can get oppressive, and it's definitely something I'd ban out.
Yeah, so first pick on Underworld, we have Sun Wukong here. Just a very strong solo laner. A lot of damage to put out. Very tanky. His kit is just great for this meta.
I like to agree with you. It's a very safe pick. You can give it resources and play through it, or you can just leave it on its island and it will not die as much as other solo laners. It's a very safe pick, and I think that's what they went for today. There is the Jormungandr from Clover Kupo Clouds.
Absolutely.
Clover UK, I meant.
Very surprising that it didn't go first, but I mean, Sun Wukong is a strong pick.
It's time to turn this battle in our favor.
Wukong. And the interesting thing is right now that our solo laners are not actually... This is our first time playing solo lane for both of these teams. We have Clover and Kupo, who both have played support previously.
I think their picks for their solo laners are very strong. They're very safe, and I think they'll fit these players really well. I'm not surprised by the Athena pick. Athena is always a staple in leagues such as this. The ultimate coming down can quite literally change the tempo of certain fights. The taunt can quite literally get people killed late game. I'm seeing that Hachi hovered. Maybe we'll see it responded to by a Rama. Hachi's definitely a strong pick, able to brawl with the best of them.
Oh. And then you got the Ganesha locked in. Ganesha is just a strong support pick right now. You can't really go wrong with a Ganesha pick. But that 3-stack, you have a Sun Wukong, a Ganesha, and a Hachiman. That is a very good 3-god pick right there.
Ganesha, of course, being super strong into Athena, it's hard for her to dash in and taunt with that silence always being lurking in the background, never knowing. The ult with Pridwin can deal massive amounts of damage to the team if they're not careful. I'm just excited to see this draft go even farther.
Yeah, and you know that's secure with the Ganesha ult, so they are going to have very good objectives here. Okay, so we got the AMC being hovered over and locked in. AMC right now locked in for Kinkai's.
From what I know, that is a pick Maritek loves in the mid lane. I'd love to see if it's flexed in ADC potentially, but I think that's Maritek's AMC mid.
Yep, I think you're right there. It seems like chat's kind of agreeing with you over here. We might be seeing an AMC mid, everybody. Archie Baker, I don't know if that's going to be an AMC jungle out there, but we'll find out. We can only hope. All right, so we're getting the second rounds of bans going on. So Quinkais are going to take out the Fenrir. Very strong jungler right here.
I'd like to agree. It's very strong into the mobile carry that they've picked in the mid lane. Amuz and Cobb, of course, getting like absolutely shredded by Fenrir's Brutalize, and the ult, of course, speaking for itself, being able to just pluck him out of the fight is quite dangerous.
Absolutely, and then on the other side, Underworld banning out the Freya. Freya is very strong right now. You build those rings on her, you build the rod on her, she can just burn objectives, tanks. That is not something you really want to deal with right now. And seen both in jungle and ADC.
There is a Baka ban. The ult playing really well for these mobile carries these mobile champs they have. Absolutely crippling Sun Wukong and Hachiman.
Yeah, Baka is just a good pick right now, especially if you want to shut down some of these auto attack gods out there with the penetration. And on the other side, Underworld, their final ban will be Olarun. It seems like they do not want to see a mage ADC.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think mages ADCs will be very strong to the comp they're trying to draft. Especially Olarun with his big team fighting ultimate, very hard for Underworld to engage with that lurking.
They do, and we see why, because Quinkais locks in the Chronos. Their answer to 2 ADC bans, mage ADC bans, is we're going to pick the other one.
I mean, Chronos is very strong, scaling extremely well into the late game due to his passive. His 1-2 combo, able to pop a lot of squishies. I'm very excited to see it today.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in Underworld, right now we have the Bastet being hovered. Now we got they're locking in the Giannis. Giannis and the Bastet. There they go. They fooled us all. Hovered over the Bastet, picked the Giannis, and still picked the Bastet anyway.
Yep. Giannis is, I think, a very good pick here. It's a very safe pick mid lane. If you ever get in trouble, if you're positioning correctly, you can just portal out, no harm, no foul. I don't see a lot of ways for Kinkais to actually follow up on such mobility due to the lack of leaps on their team. Maybe the jungle pick will rectify that here. Who knows?
So with Bastet, you got some safety there. She can jump in and out if they're very quick with those abilities, which it seems like both of these junglers on these teams are very strong players. So I have confidence that Bastet's going to be able to kind of move around that Athena taunt. But Quinkai's last pick, they lock in the Serket. That is a very good CC heavy team, especially with that Athena and Serket if they work together.
I'm very excited to see how these drafts play out. I'm gonna say I think these are very aggressive drafts. With Athena, Jormungandr, Serket looking to just go in all the time. Kronos and Amuz and Cobb able to follow up from a range with their abilities and just the amount of raw damage they put out. Hachiman, Ganesha looking to be very, I think, brawly early in the lane against the Kronos Athena. Sun Wukong, of course, able to ult if he gets in danger while he's in mid-fight. There's a lot of things I'm interested to see this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you. Both of these teams have a comp where they can really get into this back line and try and burn some people out. But those front line tanks, that's Sun Wukong and Jorm, those are not tanks to second guess. You cannot let them get onto your back line without focusing them.
So, while we're waiting for the game to start, what do you think about the Bastet pick, honestly? Because I think I like it, actually. I know a lot of junglers who don't actually like Bastet right now. Personally, I like the fact that she's so mobile into the Amuz and Cobb, and the Kronos able to get in, pop them, get out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so it seems like we got the game starting. Take it over, Mana.
All right, so we're just seeing the typical jump party. I'm seeing a typical start with the jungle starting on yellow, and then Giannis Sun Wukong dragging yellow blue to the XP buff, and I'm seeing the Kinkais mirror that. I'm very interested to see how these dual lanes are gonna be, how aggressive they're gonna be at the start. Let's say that Athena taunt and Athena's gonna start her 3. And if she wants to, she can start the taunt level 2 in order to get like these early beads out, or like try to like burn this aggression early. She has that ability due to her like reach, dealing decent amounts of damage early, as well as the Kronos being able to set up for him.
Absolutely, yeah. She does provide a little bit of extra poke in that dual lane, but so does Ganesha as well. Ganesha's abilities over there. Like I said before, I'm really interested in this solo comp. These are 2 players that we have not seen play in solo. We've seen both of them play support, but Wukong is getting there, and that Jorm is a little low. He took a lot of damage from those minions. That might come back to hurt him. So we're gonna see how this plays out over here in solo lane.
I feel you, man. Especially with the pick like Sun Wukong, which can punish such a low health bar early with his mobility and aggression. Seeing some stuff happen in mid, not a lot actually. As they just push in waves. Hopefully, we see some action in a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna see. Okay, it looks like Serket's going in. Okay, getting in, getting some poke on, getting out. As we see Bastet use her leap. Oh, seems Solo's rolling for totem. As we look at Hachiman and Ganesha hold control over the wave, and like priority over this wave right here.
Yeah, so it seems like all 3 lanes are pretty even right now. Over here in dual lane that we're looking at right now, we got that Kronos. He's down a little bit low, so they got health advantages. They're doing a great job poking over here in this left lane. It seems in dual lane that Jorm has done a great job of holding onto this Wukong's health lead that he had when they both entered the lane, but his mana is dropping pretty fast. So it seems like Quinsai's duo lane is actually getting some good pressure over in that duo lane as well, and now mid we're having fights at these mid heartbeat camps, which is pretty common right now. Serket's driving in, she's jumping in.
Okay, she gets out luckily. And Bax hoping to restore some health and get back to farming, I'm assuming. It's just Giannis and Serket versus Serket. I'm losing Cobb in mid lane as Serket moves to do those XP harpies on the left side.
Absolutely. And that was still really good by Underworld, because now they get the right Harpy camp and the left mid Harpy camp, and this Serket is going to have the ability, actually by Quinsai, I'm sorry, I said the wrong team there. Now she got Serket rotating over.
Oh, are we going to see our first death of the league today? Ganesha picked out, he's already used his dash, and there goes the shell. Okay, there's the leap. Silence goes out, he might get out, and ooh, it seems that Ganesha's getting out. Luckily enough, he lives.
He was able to get out there. That was close. I thought that was going to be a guaranteed kill over there, especially with all the CC provided by Athena and Serket. All right, so it seems like they're just going to back out. Everybody's going to kind of reset over here. They're going to secure some of these buffs, that purple buff that just came up. And Wukong over in the solo lane. Right now we got Wukong and Yorm fighting over this cooldown buff, while also trying to kind of clear out these minions. Now it seems like Yorm has kind of taken the advantage here. Like, Yorm is a lane bully pressure, just like Wukong is. You can't really second guess the amount of damage that he's able to put out over there. But he seemed like he did back, so Wukong might be able to grab this before he gets back to lane. He's gonna try to.
Here's the teleport. I think Yorm gets it. Due to teleporting back in, full health. He does seem to have a tier 2 item on Sun Wukong. I think he takes the pressure back and just takes the totem for free. And is now pushing in. He does have he does have ultimate online. Maybe we can see like him allowed to be extra aggressive with the safety of his ultimate in his pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Yorm's just gonna burn down these bastions. That's just what he does in lane. If he gets pressure, he comes right up and he's able to take those down quick. But Wukong is not backing off. He is going to keep poking him down while he is sitting up here on these bastions. Losing a little bit of farm under these lanes, but I don't think he's too worried about it just yet.
I don't think he's worried at all, considering he's going to do his blue buff right now as Yorm's continuing to just shred these bastions, We're seeing some skirmishing on the duo side as Bastet seems to be getting a pick on this Athena.
Absolutely, we got mids rotating over as well.
First kill of the day goes to Bastet on this Athena. I think great rotates by mid and the jungle. Are we gonna see? Oh, Giannis pulls out. Bastet falls up. That is 2 kills on this Bastet.
But they're not done, and the Circuit picks up that kill by jumping in after Giannis goes through the portal.
Oh, my bad. I meant the Circuit. That's apologies, folks.
That was a great play. That was a great. So, I mean, Quinkai's really, they came out great there. They did lose that kill to East on the Bastet, but you know they stuck with their rotations. They found that their mid was kind of out of position there when rotating back to mid, and they took advantage of that. But now over in the solo lane.
Safety of Jormungandr's ult does not matter as this Bastet and the Sun Wukong just eat him alive.
Yes,
Burning.
They do.
We're seeing the Athena and Circuit rotate over, and they still get out anyways. I will say that both of these players are playing extra great. I think that Underworld's playing amazing, although I think the Athena dying for the Giannis earlier wasn't super a great trade for them. I'm glad to see that they've picked it back up with the Circuit Bastet getting 2 kills here.
Yeah, no, you are absolutely right there. You know, these lanes are kind of, everything is pretty much even still. East has a great lead right now. You know, he's 2-0. I think what they're going to do is they're going to try and abuse that. In the past games, East has just been a firm carry for this team. They've all played really well, but East has just been consistently one of the best players on this team. And for him having that 2-0 lead, I'm interested to see how he abuses this.
We're seeing the ADC. We're seeing ADC skirmish over the white buff with the Ganesha as he goes over to pick up his green buff. Seems he's taking a small detour in order to see if he can get a pick in mid lane with the Giannis.
So right now, even though Underworld has the kill lead, Quinkai still has the gold lead. Getting those mid harpies, but not by much actually. It seems like it's actually almost about the reverse. But getting those mid harpies is really important. And Quinkai has just been doing a great job of rotating and picking up those harpy camps, which I think Underworld's going to really need to start securing as these objectives come around.
I think Kinkai's has been doing a great job of farming. We're seeing this Bastet come up to kill the Jormungandr. Sadly, Jormungandr's ult means he's super safe. He can afford to take such a risky fight with a Sun Wukong and still get out.
But Circuit is there as well.
It seems as if they might be trying to turn this. There's the blink from Circuit. She's
jumping in.
Is stunned by the... Ooh, there's Bastet's ult. Unluckily, it's not underneath the tower, but Circuit's trying her best to get out. Bastet with the kill. Good job.
So that Wukong just did not have enough mana. That Bastet was very aggressive, and so was that Circuit. That was a great rotation by Circuit. Bastet got there early. Yorm was able to kind of save himself with his ult there. It just ticked out at the last minute, but Yorm stuck around. And Bastet and Wukong kind of took that bait. Circuit came in, was able to kind of get some CC off, get some damage out, and then that Bastet thought that they had the kill, which she did have the kill, but wasn't able to leave without dying herself.
Yeah, a 1-for-1 trade might be not super great for the Underworld's favor, considering it gave Circuit a decent amount of gold and XP from such a killing the 2-0 Bastet. I'm hoping to see if the Bastet can create another lead with the advantages his team might be able to give him.
And we see Kinkai's again, where they're at the mid harpy camps on the left-hand side. They're all rotating. This team is moving together so well right now, while we have the other teams picking up their buffs, which is still important. But the fact of the matter is that Quinkai's is really controlling these jungle camps. And that's just, we can see that in their gold lead right now. They have 1,000 gold lead almost. While it's not much at the moment, it's going to just keep growing and growing if they're doing what they're doing.
I have to agree with you. The amount of rotations from the mid laner, jungle, and support for control of these crucial XP camps. I'm excited to see how they continue to control the map whenever these objectives like Pyromancer, Gold, and the Stygian Beacon pop.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go.
And another thing I want to talk about is Kinkai's, from every game they've played this season, their warding has been phenomenal. That is one of the things that they have just done so well. In every game that they've played, they have warded and outwarded the opponent teams. And if we look right now, they have wards all over in the opposite side of the jungle. They have vision no matter where everybody is moving. And right now, we see the jungler, support, and mid all rotating over to that duo lane.
They're gonna 4-man rotate for the shield buff. Let's see if they try to go for a gold here. They do have vision on the enemy team.
Seems like we're going to be getting a fight here. Bastet hits the ult, throws it into the Ganesha ult as well. They got them locked up right there. Giannis picks up that kill, and we have Serket still jumping in. Giannis taking the portal to get out. He gave that portal to Bastet. Bastet was lucky to have it there, but she still goes down to that Serket and that Athena ulting in. What a great play by Quinsize. Kind of able to clean up right there. You know, that got a little bit sticky for a second. You know, they were all trying to rotate. They were really trying to kind of keep it together over there as they were rotating over. And it seems like Mana disconnected. You back here with us, Mana?
Yep. Sorry.
You're back with us. That's okay. That is okay.
The stream was a bit not super great for me on my side.
Understandable. We got this fight in mid now. We got Athena backing off. Giannis is trying not to let her. Giannis is trying to keep poking away. Seems like Athena is gonna get away.
I'm glad to see that these comps are being super aggressive. You've seen the Underworld not being able to match the rotates from Kinkai's. Although they do have a kill lead, I believe Kinkai's is down in gold. I can't really see the number right now.
Yeah, but, so Kinkai's right now has about they have 3,100, about 3,200 gold, while Underworld is sitting on 3,000 gold. So they do have about 1,500 gold lead here, and that just comes down to their rotations. They've been grabbing these camps, and the way that they are putting pressure in these jungles, and as you said, rotating to these side lanes, they're doing a great job. And they are the underdogs in this, so they are out here to make a point. They are out here to show that we started off this season strong, and we deserve to be here against you first seed players.
Speaking of rotations, I'm hoping to see the solos are rotating. Sun Wukong, of course, getting here first in order to demonstrate that dominance over. I believe Yorm TP's in.
So we got the beacon spawn, and Yorm's throwing down his clouds. That is one thing that Yorm is just great for.
Yorm,
the pressure he
Yorm
has
zoning off the Bastet and the Ganesha as his team confirms. Sun Wukong trying to stall as much time with his ultimate as he... Ooh, Chaos does get the Stygian beacon.
They do end up securing it. They just had too much pressure there. They got the rotations there first, and that Yorm, early game specifically, provides so much pressure. And now they're making a smart decision. They're rotating, and they're going to try and pick up this Gold Fury right off of that. But Serket is jumping in.
I do think the Gold Fury is a bit risky. Some of them are low health, and they don't know exactly where people are on the map. I'm anticipating a steal here from the Kinkai's here. Ooh, there's the Jormungandr ult as we see the Giannis and
So Kinkai's does secure the Gold Fury. So it seems like Underworld is really sticking here. They're fighting. They're not going to let this go. And it seems like they pick up a double kill here. We got Giannis picking up a kill and Wukong. Even though they lost those objectives, they stood strong. They went right in and they picked up those 2 kills. That was a great play by Underworld. They identified that Kinkai's took those 2 objectives and burned a little bit of health. And now they were just like, you know what? We are diving. We are putting pressure on them. We don't care if we lost these objectives. We are going in. And now Underworld is going to be able to secure this Pyromancer, which those Pyro Bombs, those are very important when we start getting into these Tier 2s and Phoenix pushes.
Yeah, these Pyro Bombs can be very impactful late game, allowing them to snowball even more with that tower gold. The pressure on the map, the lack of towers create. There is no way to short sell it. These Pyro Bombs can lead to early victories given the right hands.
Yeah, absolutely. So As we're looking right now, Kinkai's, they still have a little bit of a gold lead, but Underworld has been making great plays. And this is kind of what I expected coming into this match. We have Serket going over to duo lane, but I think she sees Hachiman as backing, so I'm not sure if she's going to commit to this. Seems like he was able to stop the back. They're trying to pick up this gank over here. We have Athena coming over as well. If anything, they're going to try and steal this purple buff from them. But it seems like they're just going to back off and let it happen.
So Hachiman's able to steal or confirm his own purple buff while farming underneath tower. That's good. Trying to stay in the game, keep up his gold and XP as much as he can. And because of it, he's now level over the Chronos. I'm glad to see more skirmishes in the mid. I love aggressive games. I think they're super fun to watch and super fun to cast.
Yep.
Ooh, Giannis barely gets out with a portal through the wall. Almuzakov and Bastet Serket trying to follow. But luckily, Giannis's mobility just proves too much for them to handle, and he gets out safe and sound. No one dies here.
No, Ganesha did a great job getting in there, identifying that Giannis was gone if Ganesha did not get there. Giannis did a great job of throwing his portals to get out there, but Bastet is going to kind of jump in here. We got Athena kind of putting some pressure on him.
I will say, to backtrack a little bit, that Ganesha ult quite literally saved that Giannis' life, providing enough of a slow to the Amuz and Cobb, and hindering the Serket enough to where the Giannis could get out. I think the story would have been a bit different had Ganesha not popped that ult there.
You're absolutely right, and it seems like both of these teams kind of want to do a little brawl right here. We got some time until that next beacon is up. But we got Serket rotating around, Jorm's rotating around. They are going to make a tier 1 dive here.
Ooh. Jorm, hidden, sneaky away, trying to pop in on this AD carry. His absolute just autos shredding this man. As he's getting focused down by the Hachiman and Ganesha.
Wukong's coming in from behind.
Ooh, Wukong's getting focused by what seems to be the entirety of Kinkai's. There's the Jormungandr ult as Giannis is able to confirm the kill on the AMC.
Now they're still chasing. Oh, this is exactly what happened before. Kinkai's, they're initiating these fights. Actually, Underworld initiated. No, Kinkai's initiating these fights, like I said. Jorm, they tried to come around. They tried to do a tier 1 dive there, and they thought they had it, but Underworld is just turning these fights around. That Giannis is picking up kills now.
There's the Athena ult on the Chronos. Ooh, they're trying to turn it on the Ganesha. Hachiman's focusing the Athena. There goes the Serket leap as they continue to chase this Hachiman Ganesha. There's Jormungandr. Jormungandr coming in, allowing Serket to confirm the kill. Ganesha trying to get away, but there's the Serket blink. Serket confirming both kills as Sun Wukong try to get there to help, but is too late. Luckily, he gets out. I think we're looking at a easy Gold Fury here for the Underworld, or for Kinkai's.
I think it seems like they're just going to rotate back to mid, but they're not done yet. They picked off that Athena.
Athena going. Ooh, that might have hurt.
Yeah, Bastet was able to secure that kill. Wukong, Athena just kind of stayed out of position a little bit too long. It seems like they just didn't have great communication. They didn't understand were they retreating back to mid or not. And Underworld is just taking advantage of maybe miscommunication. We're not sure what's going on here, but Underworld is taking advantage of all these little mistakes that Kinkai's is making.
Even though we see Underworld having a 3-kill lead here, I'd like to point out that Kinkai's over here exceptional farmers. They still have that 1.2k gold lead over Underworld despite being a little down in kills. They are truly exceptional at maintaining that pressure on the map, maintaining the farm, and continuously rotating even though they are losing in some of the fights.
But we got them all gathering in mid. It seems like we might have a Pyromancer fight going on here.
Ooh, love to see it. It seems as if we have Underworld trying to take control of the Pyromancer. First off,
Kinkai's takes the beacon.
Ooh, Jormungandr going in on this Sun Wukong. Ganesha hovering close. Looks like the Underworld's trying to go for a sneaky little Gold Fury. Too bad Kinkai saw right through it. Looking to steal as we have Ganesha taking the Gold Fury, going to silence the backline as Jormungandr goes in. Bastet leaping out, looking to go back in, potentially steal this Gold Fury. They're dropping it all together as AMC's caught out. Or not AMC, Sun Wukong's caught out. There's the Jormungandr ult.
So it seems like Yorm's going to go in here. He's going to start put some pressure. That Wukong decide to dive the back line. Yorm is doing the same.
Ooh, Yorm's silenced by Ganesha as he's trying to sneak out, dying to Hachimon.
Both the solo laners go down, but it seems like
There's the Chronos ult.
Trying to take the Chronos ult. There you go.
There the Giannis ult burned in order to deal some damage on that Jormungandr. There's the Ganesha. Ooh, Bastet's getting out. It seems as if the Underworld's trying to back here. But Kinkai's isn't letting them.
But Athena's
there's the Athena ult.
I think they're trying to keep some pressure while they pick off this Gold Fury. They know that Underworld is a little low right now. It was a little odd right there. We saw Chronos kind of look into this Bastet, who didn't really have much health, and then he popped his ult. I think he could have secured that kill, but I think they just kind of want to play it safe right now. They are getting all of these objectives right now. So as we saw before this, the way this all played out is we had Bastet over at Pyromancer trying to draw attention to it, but while they were trying to pick the fight at Pyromancer, Underworld was, Quinkai's just took the beacon for free. There was no contest on that, and then after that, they all just rotated over the Gold Fury, were able to zone Underworld out, and ended up taking that after that fight there, too.
Looks like Underworld's trying to get a Pyromancer in exchange for the Gold Fury that was taken earlier. But the vision control they have on the area, that Sentry Ward being able to destroy, the Sentry Ward placed by Athena being destroyed allowed them to take it relatively free since Kinkai's is back. They're back now, but it seems as if Chronos is trying to solo take this tier 2 tower in the left lane. And yeah. I wonder if he gets away with it scot-free by Underworld, who seems to be closing in on his location.
He does get that tier 2 tower, and Underworld also does get that Pyromancer. Wukong did such a good job of just zoning them out. They were so focused on Wukong, they could not do anything to get into that Pyromancer. So Quinkai's, you know what, they were able to answer. They're like, you know what, if they're going to get that Pyromancer, Obi's just said, I'm going to take this tier 2 for free.
Yep, it seems we see Jormungandr and Bastet burning the Sun Wukong ult early, having to ult in order to get out to stay alive. He's backing out to T2, backing as they give priority on the Fire Drake. Seems as if Giannis is trying to steal, having to burn beads and ultimate. Ganesha going into peel for the Giannis, as we see Sun Wukong and the Serket in the back. Bastet in the back.
Underworld is a little split up right now.
Hachimon continuing to push the left lane, hoping to get that T2 as his team's duking it out in mid lane. It does look like Kinkai's is grouping on him as we speak. We see the Chronos going over there. Serket's going for the Oracles as he going back to mid. Chronos is going to answer the push by Hachimon. Stygian Beacon is charging, so I'd like to see these teams group for that, considering it is the last one before the Titans are unleashed.
Yes, you are correct. So the beacon, it seems like they're pinging it out, but so that beacon still has a decent amount of time before it comes up. I think both teams right now, if we're looking at this map again, so both teams are playing very well. They're making smart decisions. Underworld is making great decisions in the middle of the fight. Quinkai's is making objective decisions, which is why they still hold that goal lead, even though they have 3 kills less than Underworld does. They're just securing every single objective besides those Pyromancers. So right now, Quinkai's, they just have wards all over on the Fire Giant side of Underworld's map. And that's just very smart. This is how they have won their games. Their vision has just been phenomenal. You can see their ward counts. Every single player, 12 plus wards, usually in every game they win.
And on that, I'd love to give an applause to both the Jormungandr and Sun Wukong. First games as solo, and they are absolutely killing it with these stat lines. 0-2-4 for the Jormungandr. He's been a part of these team fights. He's been important. He's been diving that backline perma. This Sun Wukong creating so much pressure for his team in order for his team to be getting these objectives like the Gold Fury, the Fire Giants. The pressure these two are creating, despite being the first time in this role in such a scene, is amazing. So
You are right. You are absolutely right. I mean, they have just been in the midst of it. Like I said before, Wukong dived the backline, so Jormungandr's answer was, I'm going to dive your backline. They're not letting any pressure up. So now we got the Beacon. Gold Fury just spawned. Beacon's coming up soon, so teams are going to have to make this decision right here. Are they going to try and hold pressure?
Oh, it seems the AMC is, or not AMC, Athena is getting poked out a little bit, as Bastet is 1v1ing what seems to be the Chronos.
That Beacon is up.
It seems that Underworld has control of the Beacon for now, but the Kinkai's are collapsing on them. Sun Wukong, of course, buying a lot of time, having to... Is that beat? Is it? No.
So Wukong is up in his ult right now. So it seems like no team has the distinctive pressure, but they're getting that jump on the left-hand lane. It's right on the Chronos. Will that Chronos make it out of here? He does not. Bastet picks up that kill. And then Serket is jumping in. Ganesha with the silence. That was a very well-placed silence. But we got AMC picking up the kill in mid on Rosie. So now it seems like Quinkai's is going to have the pressure for this, unless Bastet and this Hajiman can have anything to say about it. Bastet jumping on the back line, putting in some damage back there. And we still have this fight on the Beacon still. They are not letting go. But Ganesha cannot get out, and they are able to take Ganesha away. They're getting everybody else low. It seems like both teams are low, but Wukong is actually back in this fight, full HP. He is chasing this Athena. He is chasing this entire team right on the AMC, sticking on him. AMC puts down his pulls to try and slow him. Hachiman picks up a kill in the back. Wukong's going to turn around. They're just going to say, you know what? We don't need these kills. We're going to take this Beacon, the first one that we're going to get this game. And let's see what they do from here. That was a great play right there. Both of those teams just put in constant pressure. The fights were mixed between the jungle to the mid camps. Both teams were getting great poke out there. And now it seems like Underworld is going to start rotating over to this Gold Fury and try and take it up. So that means they're going to get the Beacon and the Gold Fury if Quinkai's do not get in here. We see Chronos moving in. Is he going to try and come up and contest it? Doesn't seem like he is. And it seems like this is going to be Underworld's Gold Fury as well as Beacon.
I will say that Underworld's been playing these fights exceptionally well, despite being down on gold and probably down on items as a result of being down on this gold. They've been able to get these kills, these picks. We see Sun Wukong creating so much pressure in these fights. The Bastet diving in and consistently killing this backline. Hachiman shredding the tanks up front. It's well fought on Underworld's part. Hopefully, we'll see Kinkai's able to make up for this with the amount of objective play they have. We do see Athena ult burnt here in order to try to escape this Bastet and Ganesha. Sadly, she dies. We see a Giannis seemingly ult in, I believe, or Portland.
Yeah, so we had a Pyromancer fight going on there. So Quinkai's, you know what, their answer, and they're objective-based. They're very focused on these objectives. They lost the Beacon. They lost the Gold Fury, so their answer was, we're going to go get this Pyromancer. Bastet tried to stop them, but you know what? They ended up getting the Pyromancer, but Athena ulted in, like you said, and was able to pick up that kill with the Bastet.
It seems as if we have Serket diving the backline and getting that kill on Athena. Athena is, of course, dead for this fight. Athena for a Rosie, though. Rosie's Giannis, not a super great trade, as they now lack the damage that Underworld might need in order to burn these tanks. Jormungandr and Athena being able to ult back in could prove dangerous for this fight. East trying to get out and successfully doing so, looking to get back in on this back line as we see AMC and Chronos there. Jormungandr ulting in, and I'm assuming going to be ulting back out once he gets these two. He's ulting straight all the way back in, hoping to. Oh, he's ulting out. That's my bad. Ulting out completely. This skirmish around the fire giant could be what ends the game here.
Yeah, so I don't think these teams are going to skirmish right now, but we still have Bastet pushing up pressure. East is not afraid. East is saying, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to keep poking you down. I will jump at you. I will throw my Razor Whip on you. Let that tick damage. Let those yellow numbers proc up. But he did a great job of kind of putting pressure on that Yorm. That Yorm was back there. He saw him throw the ult. He didn't run away. He actually kind of chased him, threw in those stuns, got some extra damage on that Jormungandr. So now we have both teams kind of grouping up. Serket's a little bit out of place right here. I don't think they're going to start a fight yet. It's going to be smart for them to wait for Serket to join this fight while they're all trying to kind of zone out this Fire Giant. But you are correct. The next fight, it's this Fire Giant. Both teams are going to be trying to secure this. But Bastet picks somebody, Kronos, off. He was off on his own. Kronos pops his ult. I don't know if that's a smart decision. It looked like he was going to get out, but he does get out to mid, actually. That was a great placement for his ult. Very lucky for him. He had great reaction time to that. Now, Jormungandr is in. Jormungandr is not going to... It seems like they got somebody on the back line right there. Wukong goes up in his ult to secure his safety. He's going to come back down, but he's going to try and get out of here. Jormungandr ulting right now. They are chasing this Wukong. They do not want to let him get out scot-free. But there is a fight still happening in mid. Jormungandr is going to stop this fight. He's going to not try and initiate too hard. Go underground, try and knock some people up here. So we have them diving in, and Kronos is able to pick up this kill on that Ganesha. Ganesha just got caught off by them. Too many stuns, so much CC coming from the Queen Kais, and they are going to go for this Fire Giant.
It seems as if like they're giving the King Kai's the free Fire Giant, not able to really contest that much as they just look to steal it. Jormungandr creating a lot of pressure despite being so low health. It seems his team does come to peel for him as the Sun Wukong tries to go in on this Jormungandr. Seems to be backing off a little bit as
that Wukong just did his job. Wukong saw that Jormungandr was low. He knew they were on a Fire Giant. He knew his team didn't have their Ganesha right now. So he dived that back line. He went for that Jormungandr, which forced Quinn Kais to turn around and focus on that Wukong, and he was able to get out. He stopped them from getting Fire Giant and just went right in on them. Now we got Serket ulting in the middle, and she's able to pick up the kill on the Giannis while he's caught off alone. Going for the Pyro Giant now. This is going to be a pickup for the King Kais, and this is... Underworld is just... They're getting picked off right now. This is not good for them. They already have... They're down in gold. Not much. It's only 4,000. They're up in kills. But they have been playing great, and King Kais right now just seems like they are kind of reeling it in together. They are working well as a team, but we have a fight going on at mid, it seems like. It seems like both teams are just going to back off, actually.
King Kais, of course, has been playing great this entire game. The vision they've had has allowed them to control the map expertly. These rotates for these farm and XP is amazing, allowing them to retain and keep this gold lead. They have a almost 4,000 K gold lead, or 4K gold lead here that they've definitely spent on these items that are changing the fight. We see Ganesha we see Athena with that Pridwin Stone of Binding. We see Serket with these like Deathbringer and also Pridwin. We see these items that allow them to just completely dominate these fights, and I'm glad to see such an amazing game from both sides.
Yeah. All right, so it seems as if we got a little pause going on here, everybody. We're going to wait for this to come up. So let's talk about this game since we got this pause. Let's slow it down. Let's take it back. Let's react on some of the things that we've seen so far. So this has been a great game so far, I would say. I mean, a very good game one, especially King Kais. They are not backing down. They want to assert their dominance here. They want to show them that, you know what, we started off strong. We started losing a couple, but we still deserve to be up here.
I mean, both teams have been playing so well. King Kai is able to dominate this map, but Underworld has really been shining in these team fights, able to play it expertly front to back, peel for their carries, and create this pressure that they need to. Unluckily for them, King Kai has just been able to control this map so well, keep this vision on these important people, keep vision on these important objectives. Vision has single-handedly ran this game, I believe. It's the reason they're winning, and they've done an expert job of controlling it.
It's definitely been a strong point for their team consistently for every game that they've played. For every game. It seems like a little bit of technical difficulty. And we're back to the game. It seems like we're going to start this unpause, everybody. Thank you for holding out with us through that pause. So we're coming back in, and it seems like Quinn Kais, we're catching up, is going for this Gold Fury. Doesn't seem like there's much contesting over there. Get ahead.
It seems as if they're trying to, in exchange for that Gold Fury, Underworld's trying to sneak a Fire Giant. Too bad King Kais is on top of them. back to you, TV. I'm sorry for cutting you off then.
No, you are completely fine, man. There's a lot going on here, so I only got 2 eyes. You got the other 2 for me. But yeah, I mean, Kinkai's, they did it again. They knew that there was so much pressure over on the Fire Giant, and what did they do? They're like, we have a Kronos, and we have an Athena. We're going to go burn this Gold Fury while everybody's just standing around over at Fire Giant. They're not wasting time. They're moving these objectives. As soon as they spawn, they are taking advantage of it. Like you said before during that pause, their vision has just been great. They're getting to objectives early, and it seems like Yorm went in, and he's going to be ulting out. Take it away, Mana.
Okay, it seems as if... Oh, Yorm's ulting back in. Seems to be... Oh, no, ulting out. I'm bad. Oh, it seems as if the Underworld's rotating to mid in order to get this farm as they're just creating pressure on this Pyro, this Fire Giant. Nothing too bad's happened. We see Ganesha trying to maintain vision on this Fire Giant to see... hope to see that the Kinkai's just doesn't steal it straight from them. Ganesha's Magi's will be popped here as a result of Fire Giant. I'm glad... My bad.
Nope. So right now, it seems like Giannis is pushing left. This is smart for Underworld because he has the ult. He can kind of get back over. He can kind of secure from afar with some of his well-placed ults. So right now, it seems like they're jumping onto... It seems that Underworld got caught off right there, and that will be their Ganesha. That is such a big pick for Kinkai's. And they're going to take advantage of this. They are going to start zoning out this Fire Giant. They're pulling this Fire Giant. Yorm is popping in on them. He's going to pop him up in the air. This Bastet is trying to jump out. Serket is chasing. She dodges that Giannis ult. Yorm is ulting in. He's ulting out. They're coming back. They observe that they had people diving on the back line, and they are able to pick up that kill on the Wukong, but they're not done yet. They're still going to chase, put some pressure on these Underworld players and make them push away, and they are retreating back, and they are going to get this. They're going to start this Fire Giant, but Underworld is not giving up. Take it away, Mana.
It seems Jormungandr's still chasing this poor Bastet. Seems as if Serket's gonna lock on. Oh, Bastet getting away with 1 HP, leaping back out. Giannis confirming the kill on the Jormungandr. Or not Jormungandr.
Serket.
Serket, my bad. As Kronos and the Kronos and Athena are soloing Fire Giant, Jormungandr pressuring them off. We see Hachiman trying to look for a way in, getting denied by this Jormungandr. Hachiman just going to farm this right wave, as the Giannis going immediately over to take this left wave, as trying to get some sort of resource in order to make up for a massive loss in this Fire Giant.
Absolutely. That was just phenomenal play by Kinkai's. Everything that they did there. They were able to find people out of position. East has been doing a great job of trying to keep some pressure on that Bastet, jump in, get some damage off, jump out, try and make them move around a little bit. But that Ganesha got picked off. It was just a little bit out of position, but their CC from the Kinkai's team is just very strong. That was not easy for that Ganesh. He only has 1 dash, and Kinkai just took advantage of it. They were able to pick up that kill, but just kept building on that pressure, and it just kept building and building until they were able to take that Fire Giant away.
I'm very excited to see these final fights coming forward. Both teams playing amazing. The Athena, Ganesha really clashing really well together, able to peel for their carries. Jormungandr, Sun Wukong constantly diving on this backline. I think we're gonna see a fight brewing mid as they try to take this T2 tower and hopefully push to end. They do have a power bomb on Jormungandr, so they could look to dive even Phoenix here as they take this T2 tower for free. Especially with Fire Giant, hard to fight it. Especially since I believe they've gotten both Stygian beacons, or was it all 3?
Yeah, they got 2 of them, and Underworld was able to grab 1, but it seems like they're going to tier 2 rotate here. Yorm is going to keep some pressure on mid, make sure that team stays split up, Underworld, because they're going to start trying to get into these Phoenixes, and it seems like they're going in. Take it away, Mana.
It seems that Jormungandr is looking for an angle to ult in for this Phoenix dive. They really do have a lot of sieging power here with that 2 Stygian beacon buffs and the power bomb on Jormungandr. Not to mention AMC Kronos absolutely shredding the Phoenix if they ever are allowed in. It looks like they're just some sort of like angles trying to be achieved here. So like someone trying to start this fight. I will say Underworld's defending extremely well with the Sun Wukong, able to rotate between both Phoenixes. As Jormungandr's allowed in, absolutely shredding the Phoenix. The Power Bomb is down. Phoenix almost dead from that. It seems as if while he's doing that, the rest of his team's trying to dive this Phoenix, get it down so they can end. Ganesha ult's going down.
And they're able to take that right Phoenix. They take it. So now they're going to be trying to get out, but Athena gets that taunt on that Ganesha, and they pick it up. Chronos secures that kill, and Jormungandr is just spitting. They're moving in. They're going to try and get some pressure. They already have that mid Phoenix down to quarter health. Are they just going to try and burn it down quick, or they might just stay on the right hand line? They might see a little too risky right now with some of these players up still. It is a 5v4, but they are low. That Athena, they're one of their tanks, does not have much health here. So we're going to see what they're going to decide to do right now. They're just keeping pressure outside this middle Phoenix, and they are going in.
Kinkai's forcing that wave to go in on right lane, allowing the pressure to be relieved, so someone has to answer that while they go in on this tower dive. Serket absolutely shredding what seems to be this Hachimon, and
that kill.
I think we're gonna see Kinkai's end here, as they move to take this what seems to be left Phoenix. Or no, they're backing out in order to get the. I'm assuming even more gold off this map. They have Gold Fury up, Pyro is up. As they move towards Pyro in order to secure that and hopefully end the game off of whatever advantage they get off of it.
Yeah, what a great play by Kinkai's. Again, they know that they have the pressure. They got the Fire Giant. The way that they split up the attention in the mid and right Phoenix, that was just it was phenomenal. Jormungandr, Serket being in the middle. Serket was doing a great job clearing any wards they placed down. They kept them blind throughout that siege, which was phenomenal. They did not want them to know where they were, and that worked for them because Serket was able to jump in, get that taunt off, and secure that kill. That was a phenomenal. That was A1 by Morton over there. So now Kinkai's, they have freedom to kind of go grab another Pyro Bomb while they got pressure. They got pressure in mid and right, and they're gonna grab this Gold Fury now.
This free Gold Fury allowing them to snowball even harder. We're gonna maybe see this Athena finally get almost full build with her needing her upgraded needing to get that last item. Both relics are online. I'm hoping to see these guys get some 3K pots and start brawling in mid. Honestly, these fights have been ecstatic to watch. Everyone doing their job. Underworld sometimes coming out on top. Kinkai's been doing a really good job in these fights as of late in these late game matches. I think Serket's trying to see an angle here, seeing that Basta is alone. Hachimon trying to come over and back her up as Jormungandr and the Serket back off.
Yeah, so it seems like that Jormungandr, he was taking a little damage from the Bastet there, but he was able to get out of that mid, and this is they're already starting the Fire Giant. They're pulling that Fire Giant. So right now they're trying to zone out, and here we go. Let's see if they can pull off this Fire Giant.
Chronos and Athena soloing it as the rest of the team creates pressure. I would not want to be like in Underworld's position, having to stare down this Jormungandr and Amuz and Cobb, this Serket as they try to steal this Fire Giant. I think that the Underworld is making the right play and just trying to like steal it if possible, like with one man, but backing off here because if they die here, it's game over.
And it seems like Underworld is just going to back off. They might try and give it to him. Serket is doing a great job zoning.
Jormungandr being forced to ult out or risk of death. Giannis is poured. Oh, that is Giannis ult down, trying to steal that Fire Giant. Kinkai's was good enough at it in order to confirm it themselves. Giannis
getting wrapped around here.
Ooh, it does look like Kinkai's will make it out though, as they keep chasing, but the Athena's making it out. Giannis portaling in, taking a tower shot, but otherwise staying relatively healthy. Kinkai's, I think, has gotten the Fire Giant and will back in order to spend that gold they just got, as Underworld's Titan is under attack from the Fire Minions.
Yep, and it seems like what you just said, Underworld, you know what, they just weren't able to get the pressure on there. Yorm was with that Basta in mid. They had the advantage. They started pulling that early with the Chronos and the Athena. They did a great job of positioning there. We're able to hold them all off, and that's Serket. The Serket is building tanky. Do not underestimate that build on the Serket, which he was able to zone off their players as well. So they just had great positioning there. That Fire Giant, they secured it beautifully.
So Kinkai's has definitely been like I have to attribute it to their like map control and vision control. They've been all around this map, rotating together, and we see it in late game as well. They're like moving as a unit, not allowing any like pressure to be relieved on the Underworld side. No matter what Underworld's trying to do here, Kinkai's is there to match them face to face and like try their best. Despite trying their best, it seems Kinkai's has maintained control of this map extremely well.
And so they're going to try and get
there is the Chronos ult, Ganesha ult, being popped in order to peel for him.
Bastet jumps in. Bastet was able to throw her ult on that Athena, and Athena beats it, but they still secured that kill. Jumped right in and went for it. The Hachiman picked it up. Now, this is not good for KiNCAI's. They just lost 2 kills, but they were able to pick up the mid. So now, right now, they have the chase on the Circuit. They are chasing it down. Bastet with the Razor Whip takes them out. So now they still have him chasing down. That Wukong is putting pressure on the Yorm and the Chronos on the left-hand side. Bastet is rotating around. They are chasing down. They are going to secure these kills while the other ones push up mid. This is a great play right here. Now it seems as if we might have another pause.
Look, now since we're in a pause, seems as it instantly unpauses.
Yep.
Okay. Well, back to what I was gonna say is, Underworld's been doing a really good job trying to come back. They are looking to siege this tier 2 tower in mid, hopefully, and get the Phoenix off of it since the jungle, mid, and support won't be up for a while. Seems as if Jormungandr's gonna go down here as he's getting dove by 3, no ult available to get out. Oh my god, it seems as if that the Underworld's gonna take this Phoenix. It could end here. It is just Chronos by himself for the next 15 seconds.
It doesn't matter about the gold lead. It doesn't matter if they secured the kill lead. Underworld.
Ooh, Chronos getting a nasty pick on the Hachiman. They can Underworld no longer able to end here as they've lost their main form of tower damage. It seems as if Underworld's gonna back off for this as the entirety of KiNCAI's is coming back up now, hoping to like secure some gold off the map in exchange for their ADC dying here.
This game is a game of chess right now. This is amazing to watch. KiNCAI's, they think that they have the pressure. They have the gold lead. They secure the kill lead finally for the first time this game, and they are really sieging this. But then they end up getting taken back, and Underworld pushes up and is able to grab the mid Phoenix because of it. That is a great play by them. It is unfortunate that the Hachiman got picked off. They could have gotten a lot more there. But KiNCAI's are going to secure this Gold Fury just like they've been doing this whole game. And now, if anything repeats itself, they're going to try and get over and get this Pyromancer, and we might be seeing a fight here, which is going to be a nice 4v4, but KiNCAI's just had Yorm up there, so if they do it quick, they still got 10 seconds till that Hachiman is not in this fight.
KiNCAI's could very well force a fight here. With Underworld's ADC being down, they don't have a lot of sustained damage. They have a lot of burst in the form of Giannis, but missing that Hachiman really could hurt them here. Luckily enough, they seem to be wisening up here, allowing KiNCAI's to kind of take the priority on this Pyromancer for if they fight here. They really well could lose this team fight here. Jormungandr creating pressure on the Ganesha as Bastet's just pushing the left lane. Trying to create pressure on that side of the map, so hopefully someone on the KiNCAI's has to go answer eventually. But luckily it's not enough, as it seems to a 4v5 seems to be breaking out on the right side of the map. Sun Wukong ulting in onto the Jormungandr, Giannis ulting in as well. Jormungandr being forced to ult out as Sun Wukong's backing. We see Chronos over here just in the left lane, trying to hopefully get out as the rest of his team is getting out. Luckily enough, Underworld's not pushing as hard as anymore. Just hopefully trying to take some space on this Fire Giant. Ooh, actually going for the Fire Giant, as we see.
Great timing for Underworld to push them back, but that Fire Giant just spawned. KiNCAI's has to get out there, and they're starting to pull it. Take it away.
We're seeing Underworld taking priority on this Fire Giant. Jormungandr going around trying to create some sort of pressure as Giannis portals out. We see Athena going in, just diving on the Sun Wukong, trying to pressure them off this Fire Giant. They're not saying, no, we're not letting you have it for free. We see Chronos take down the
Bastet goes down.
I think Underworld's backing off, knowing that if KiNCAI's wins this fight here, especially a 4v5, they just lose the game here.
They can't. They can't secure it with that Bastet down. East has just been a great player for them, getting some damage poking, and now with that pick right there, they're going to secure this enhanced fire giant. So if their siege is like their first siege that they did, they're going to try. They're probably going to just repeat what they did. They're going to go back. They're going to reset. They're going to come in. They're going to try and take this mid, which is a weak Phoenix right now, and that right one again. They do have 2 pyro bombs, so they should be able to burn all these Phoenixes quick if they want to. If they do it quick, they still got 30 seconds until East is back up, so they have the advantage of 5v4. So it does seem like they're going to start moving up. We got Jormungandr leading down the mid. Well, let's see if they're able to take the siege here. They did it beautifully in the very first one. The way they split up the attention, the way they dived, and they organized each other to focus on those Phoenixes. So let's hope this is not a repeat of the second one.
We see Circuit in this left lane trying to push in these waves, hoping to like get some sort of advantage with the enhanced fire giant, trying to siege it from all 3 sides, create a push that Underworld can't really defend super well. We see the 4 people on Kinkai's team trying to like pressure this mid Phoenix and right Phoenix as Circuit's pushing. Bastet looking for some sort of angle to maybe get a pick here, as they're just allowing them to take mid Phoenix. Seems to be. It does seem as if
Circuit. And if
Giannis does get a pick on the Giannis and Sun Wukong do get a pick on the Chronos. That might have stopped their siege, but they do have enhanced fire giant. They really well could push it out. It seems as if Kinkai's is stopping the siege, going straight to Gold Fury, hoping to keep that pressure on the map, not allowing Underworld to take any objectives here. That's why they have the lead they do, which is a almost 20k gold lead here. And I mean, I'm astounded that Underworld's able to defend as well as they are against a 20k gold lead, by the way. Props off to them.
A great job. Bastet is chasing. They're not letting these guys get out yet. So it seems like Wukong is going to dash in. They're keeping pressure here. They're saying that, you know what, we got a kill from you while you tried to siege a second time. We're taking this now. Jormungandr ulting out to secure safety over here. Going to try and help their Giannis out, who portals to mid and is just dashing away right now. So let's see if Giannis can pick up this kill. The Jormungandr, he does! Now they're going to be sieging this middle Phoenix. They're going to probably take this, so we got some rotations over to the right. So now we got the fight going on. They're able to knock him up right there. AMC picks up the kill on the Wukong, and Circuit picks up the kill over here. This is not good. This is turning around for Underworld right now. Kinsai is going to be able to push it up the middle.
I think Kinkai's very well is going to be pushing it down mid. They still have that enhanced fire giant on the Athena, Abuz, and Cobb Circuit. They have the Athena to like tank anything necessary. Giannis is forced to back, same with Bastet. Luckily, they'll be back in order to defend this mid Phoenix. I think we very well could see the Kinkai's push to end here, especially with the amount of gold they have. I think I'm seeing some 3K pot spot here. I'm glad to see the game turn out the way it is. Both teams are fighting excellently. Props off again to both the solo winners. First time on the big screen, so to speak. Yet they're doing so well with these stat lines. Perma diving, peeling so well for their team. It's a great job for both of them.
And Kinkai's is jumping in. It seems like Circuit is going for this Giannis. Giannis picks up a kill, beautiful, but then AMC secures that kill. So right now we have a 3v1 currently. They have 12 seconds to get it here until somebody is back.
Bastet having to burn both relics in order to make it out alive. I think that that Kinkai's is going to take it unless that Bastet can do something last minute to help out.
And it doesn't seem like he does enough. He gets the kill, but they secure Quinsai's with the game one win.
All right. Honestly, both teams played amazing here. Are we? Oh, okay. Both teams are playing amazing here. Honestly, I think at the end of the day, it just came down to vision control and map control. Kinkai's, every game they've won so far, it's been due to just great warding. They start off strong and they're staying strong. I will say that I'm very surprised by the performance of these new. I've said it once, I've said it twice, I'll say it again. Koopa Clouds, Clover UK did amazing jobs considering that they're just starting out in the solo for their teams. I'm excited to see what picks they bring out next game. Especially if they're able to keep such dominant control of the map and of the of wards. I'm hoping to see Underworld kind of take a lesson from them, maybe match them in their vision control. As we see, each person on Kinkai's bought at least 14 wards, and that's even including the ADC. Like
Absolutely. That was such a well fought game by both teams. I mean, it was back and forth. No team had full advantage that entire game. Quinn Size taking gold leads early, Underworld taking the kills, and it was just coming down to those last minute sieges, which we all know the late game meta is whoever wins those sieges, you can be losing the entire game as long as you have a strong defense, you can still win this game after a bad siege.
I think personally, I think both teams drafted well. If I had to narrow it down to any one thing, I'll say it again. I think it's that if Kinkai's had any less control of that map or avoiding, the game might have turned out differently. This objective control turned into just massive gold leads. By the end of the game, we were seeing like 20k gold difference between the two. While like whenever you're getting into these big numbers, that doesn't really mean as much as everyone's full build. It does mean the difference between like having that extra item in the last and these couple of fights beforehand between like not having that item, which makes all the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we talked about before, Quinkai's, why do they win? Look at this ward difference right now. Look at it. We got 28, 29, their vision, the entire map, the entire match. They had control. Before an objective spawned, they were warding out the enemy jungle. They had the vision. They knew where they were. They knew where their positioning was. They rotated, as you called out, Mana. They were moving as a team, as a full front. That Yorm, Clover, hats off to you. You did an amazing job just getting in there. You put constant pressure. And Wukong Kupo did the same thing. This solo lane battle was a battle of two players who've played support on these teams before, but very first time in the solo lane, and they both did exactly what they were supposed to do. It's unfortunate for Kupo that it gets hard sometimes, like you're trying to dive a backline. There's a lot of damage getting put out in the ends of these games, but this was such a well-fought first game.
I'll say this right now though. Like if we're looking at just damage numbers, we can see clearly the impact that Yom had on this game. Able to even out damage the Giannis, a mid lane mage, as just a solo pick is amazing. So like 40k damage. He's out damaging the Kronos on his team, the Surcat, like these picks that are meant to deal damage, and he's just out damaging him. Props to like goes to show how much of a lane bully Jormungandr is.
He is. Yes,
now,
he is.
So it seems as if we will be taking a break in order to give us casters a little bit of a break in our voices. We'll be glad to see you for game 2, and we'll get right back to you guys.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone. We're on to game 2 of Kinkai's versus Underworld. Kinkai's, of course, taking the game 1 by a very solid lead. We're gonna see their draft right now. Kinkai's and their pick drafts. Kinkai's, of course, banning the Martacoris mid or Martacoris first. It's a very strong pick. Of course, being able to be flexed in like 3 roles. Underworld responding with the Baba Yaga ban. Baba Yaga, of course, being able to have that strong build, tanky build with the Prof Cloak. Kuzenbo shortly banned by Kinkai's. Of course, it's a very annoying pick. The 2 able to just turn off ADCs, especially with Thorns. Let's see what Underworld Brand's response. Ravana again. Ravana's that very strong solo laner and jungler, able to be flexed between the roles. Not something I want to see. Am I right, Chibi?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, and they got the Kali band out again. So it seems like both teams going for the same bands as they did. Maybe a little swap right now. The exact same bands. Nothing different. We're starting this game off exactly the same.
It's time to turn
Twin
this
sides
battle
and locking
in our
in
favor.
Athena as the first pick.
I'm glad to see that they lock in Athena again. Frostbite 020 did an amazing job with the Athena game 1. Able to create this pressure, these rotates. I'm glad to see that they're falling back. I'm glad to see what they do. Ooh.
Yes. But then they leave Underworld to grab the Jormungandr. That Jormungandr, we all talked about it. The damage was there. The damage mitigated was there. The pressure was constantly there. Now Underworld gets to take advantage of that. And now it looks like their second pick, they're hovering over an X-Ball, and they lock it in. First 2 picks for Underworld, Jormungandr and X-Ball.
LeBlanc, of course, having that super safe, super team fight oriented ultimate, able to use it across the map in order to help his team out. It seems as if Kinkai's looking to lock in the Achilles in response. Achilles and Hachiman. Hachiman able to bully Jablanka out of lane with his superior range and, of course, his dash. Super safe pick in dual lane. Back to you, Chibi.
Not only that, it seems as if Kinkai's, it seems as if they might have baited that Underworld to pick the Jormungandr because Achilles, we all know, with those stuns, is a very good lane against Jormungandr. If you're going to land against Jormungandr, you really do want it to be Achilles. But Underworld, for their final 3rd pick before the next round of bans, they lock in Fenrir, grabbing some more CC, a very consistent jungler. And the next ban is Bakasura. Go ahead, Mina.
Fenrir, of course, being very strong to this Hachiman, able to run down him through his dash and ult via the Brutalize. The ultimate being extremely deadly in this last game or in the late game. Able to just pick him up, able to pick up any of these carries that they might want to run. I will say that Underworld's, of course, going back to that Bakasura ban, but I'm surprised with the Kinkai's Geb ban, personally.
Yeah, Geb is a very good support right now. It seems like Kinkai's is respecting the support from Underworld. They're saying Ordered Mess is a great player. He's been so consistent, and they did not like him last game. So they are banning him out, with the last 2 bans being Scylla and Ganesha.
The Ganesha, of course, being a menace that last game. Able to just fully peel his teammates. The ults being amazing. I'm very excited to see what the Underworld does from the support perspective this time around. But the Scylla, of course, having that amazing confirm. It seems as if Underworld's going for a Ymir this time around. The wall, of course, being literal death sentences late game, forcing the shells out. And, of course, stopping that Achilles ult if he ever wants to dash in. It seems as if that, in response to that Ymir pick, they're going for a Camazotz and a Poseidon.
It's a beautiful night for
Yes, they are. Yeah, Ymir bringing a lot of CC, and Kinkai's, they've really focused in on that support. Kuzenbo, Geb, Ganesha, those are all strong support picks right now. Underworld says, we don't need them. I'm going to take Ymir. And Kinkai's is locking in Camazotz and Agni. Agni provides a lot of CC on his own, a lot of poke damage. You cannot let him freely cast from the back. So we're going to see how Underworld tries to counter that. And with their mid pick, they're hovering over Yuang right now.
Yuang, a very safe pick, able to kind of ignore that Agni stun via his own CC immunity. Very good team fight ultimate with what they're trying to run. I think both of these comps have very strong aspects to them. Kinkai is looking more for like these occasional picks via the Athena taunt, Hachiman, the Achilles ult, with Underworld favoring more of that team fight aspect with the Jormungandr, Jablonka. The Ymir definitely putting in work, able to just blink freeze for like 3 seconds late game. It's the amount of like aggression on both of these teams is unreal.
Absolutely. And I mean, just looking at these drafts, both teams have a great draft, but that Kinkai's draft, they're going for it. They are trying to 2-0 the number 1 seed right now in the middle division. That Athena was spectacular for them. They valued it so much that they took it again as their very first pick. They didn't care about the Yorm. Clover, he is usually a support play, a solo player. I'm very sorry. He's played support for Kinkai's. However, he said, let them have Jormungandr. I'm taking the Achilles. I'm going to do what I do in that lane. And then the end game, I will be giving pressure for you guys.
I'm excited to see how the soul lane's actually going to go this round. Achilles, Jormungandr are having a lot of pressure and a lot of sustain in the solo lane. I'm expecting to see perma brawling in that solo. While in the duo, I'm going to expect to see that like Hachiman get an early lead via the amount of bullying he has because of the range he has in Jablonka. Athena taunt coming through, just absolutely like getting like shredding the Jablonka and the Ymir. Honestly, and like if I'd be surprised if I don't see a Fenrir gank level 3 on this Hachi.
Absolutely. And one thing I do want to talk about with Kinkai, since they are the underdogs here, and everybody knows we love an underdog story. They started out this season so strong. They had 2 2-0s, and then they had a 2-1, and then they kind of had a little bit of a downfall from there. And right now, they're playing and holding against the number 1 seed with a solo laner who's never solo laned for them before. They don't have their usual team here, but they will not let this go. They want to prove their point. They want to show, like I said last game, that they are here to win, and they will not go out with an easy loss.
Underworld, of course, if they lose this match, they risk their number 1 seed getting stolen from Underscore in their match. Kinkai is, of course, looking to move up. Both teams are going to be bringing their all. If Kinkai's wins this, they win the set. If Underworld loses this, they very well could lose their spot here.
Absolutely. Underworld right now, they are 5-1. They have 11 points, but right underneath of them is Underscore, who is also 5-1 with 10 points. So if Underworld does lose here, they will be in second place in this division. But you know what? They're still up there. They just go down 1 rank. So they are secured in this tournament that's about to come up. Quinkai's is fighting. They are fighting for a higher seed, and as the way that they played that first game, they might get it.
Of course. With the way Kinkai's has been performing, I'm expecting to see a lot of map control, a lot of vision control. Hopefully Underworld can match that tempo that they're going to be creating. If not, then I could very well see Kinkai's taking early control over these objectives again, especially with the picks like the Athena, the Agni, who can like just create these zones of pressure that make it hard to even push through. Like it's just the amount of map control I see here is insane.
And here we are getting on started to game 2. Mana, take it away.
All right, so it seems as if that we're going for typical starts. Nothing too out of the ordinary. We do see Athena and Ymir both grabbing those early wards, of course, in order for the to not get caught out by jungle. I am surprised to see Athena taking beads here and not the shell for the Ymir wall, but maybe we'll see that shell come out later in the game. Just typical starts all around. I'm excited to see like how that early mid-game brawl is gonna go with the Agni Fenrir and the Camazot, or the Agni Fenrir Yuhong and the Camazots are gonna go. I do think that the early brawl there is gonna be more favored towards Camazot's Agni due to just pure damage early game. But who knows? I've been wrong before, and I'd be glad to be wrong now.
We've all been wrong before, and these are 2 great comps right now. Though they're getting started, they're going to be pulling these lanes. I think it's probably going to be pretty equal when they get to lanes. And what I'm really hoping for right now is that the solo lanes last game, they got there. Underworld got there with a lot less. Quinkai's got there with a lot less health than Underworld did, but he still was able to turn it around.
It seems as if that's gonna happen again. Achilles is half health. Although Jormungandr is missing a good bit of his health too. Let's see if Koopa Cloud is able to take advantage of that again. Or take advantage of it this time. Ooh, it does seem like he is trying to bully Clover out early, forcing Clover away from the minion wave. It seems as if Jormungandr is going to take that early advantage. If I'm looking at dual lane, it seems as if the Ymir Jablonka is taking advantage early, able to pressure out this Athena Hachiman, maybe force out a pick here, especially if Fenrir is able to come over. We could very well see a level 2 kill here.
Yeah, they're going to be doing a little back and forth in solo lane. They're battling it out for the totem over there as well. The duo lane for Underworld, they have the pressure. They're doing a great job keeping this pressure right now. They're getting the wards down early, as we can see on the map. Over in solo lane, so it seems like in mid, they're getting the Quins are getting the mid left camps, and this is what they controlled last game, if you remember. They controlled those mid.
It does seem that the Underworld's trying to take control over it. We are looking at Camazot's looking to potentially gank this hot Jablonka Ymir, Fenrir following up as well. We very well could see our first kill before 2 minutes into this game.
But they don't know Fenrir is behind them.
Fenrir is behind, coming in. Ymir lands the freeze. Ooh, that's the enhanced leap in. Fenrir taking the first kill on this Hachiman. Jablonka going in on the Camazots and Athena. They do get out pretty safely, but it seems as if they just take that kill and go on. Fenrir taking the shield buff early.
East has done it again. We saw it last game. We have seen him consistently every game this entire season. He has been a consistent member. He started off in the ADC role. They swapped, and ever since they put him in the jungle, he has been so good for this team. And what he just did right there, he saw them at the mid lefts. He saw that the pressure was kind of matched right there. So he followed over, and he came in deep from behind, and he was able to secure a counter gank kill.
Honestly, Underworld's doing a great job this match of taking control of these common areas, taking control of the lane. It seems as if we're going to see an early kill on the Jormungandr. He does get away. 1 health. He's forced to back. Lose this wave as Camazot's ganks. It seems that Kenkai is trying to make up for that loss they took in the duo line. Jormungandr, though, was able to play a really well get out. It does seem that Ymir is trying to steal the purple, forcing out the. Ymir does steal the. Oh no, he doesn't. My bad.
No, but he tried, and that was a great play by him. You know what? He still put the pressure on there. He still showed them. He's like, you know what? You guys might have won this first game, but we're here. We are here to win this second game. We're the first seed for a reason.
We see just Kenkai is going back to farm and doing what they do best. They're able to just farm and take that gold lead extremely well, despite Underworld able to just create advantages in their lanes. We see just dual lane trying to farm, get back in. They did take a heavy loss early on with that 3v3 skirmish early. They're trying to go for the shield buff. I don't think that the Athena's gonna let them, or the Athena Hachiman's gonna allow them. But Ymir walls it off, hoping to confirm. He is looking for a freeze, anything to pressure out this Hachiman. That is Athena taunt on the Ymir, as Jablonka just goes back to normally farming, trying to create some minor goal difference that they could potentially use to snowball.
And we got Fenrir moving over on the solo lane with that Achilles over there. Achilles seems like he might be getting sandwiched here between the Yorm and the Fenrir. Achilles is going into the Yorm, and Fenrir is moving on in. Achilles picks up the kill on the Fenrir.
Jormungandr burning ult as Achilles threatens to ult. It does seem as if Achilles ult. There goes the Fenrir ult, trying to get the kill on that Achilles. Luckily, he's able to get it. Amazons is coming in to kill the Fenrir. We are looking at what might be a good shutdown. Luckily, Fenrir has the ult, not the ult, leap to get out. He is turning around to kind of look on this Camazots.
Yes, East right now is asserting his dominance. That is what he is doing. He is such a good player. You know what? Achilles saw that battle on Yorm. I don't know if he had vision on... It seems like he did. He did have vision on East coming in. He said, you know what? I don't care. I'm killing this Yorm. He secured that kill one-on-one. and East wasn't able to get there fast enough. But getting out, he thought he had the safety. He used the ult to get back onto tower, and East just said, "I'm using my ult here. I'm getting this kill." Camazotz wasn't able to come back up, get that counter gank, and East is going to do exactly what he did last game. He's going to build a kill lead, and hopefully he can keep riding with that until the end of this game.
I will say that there's a major difference between last game and this game. East doing, of course, what he does best, creating that early lead. But the difference here is Kinkai's is actually down gold, not able to rotate as well. Underworld's anticipating what they're trying to do, able to steal or confirm their own purple away, or no, steal that purple from Hachimon. I'd like to see some more rotates from Kinkai's, maybe try to get some of this early gold as Underworld creates a pretty early gold lead. Already 1,000 gold on sided towards Underworld. As we see Athena trying to brawl with the Ymir Yu Wong a bit. As he gets Athena does get frozen by Ymir, taking some heavy damage, but otherwise getting out. We see Achilles just utterly pushing in the Jormungandr, not allowing him to play the game.
And this is what we talked about earlier. You know, it seems as if Clover was just like, take the Yorm. Achilles is free. If you pick him, I'm grabbing Achilles, because this is what Achilles can do to Yorm in lane. He is the best counter to him. Those stuns, when you stun a Yorm, you just get that extra damage off on him. So he's playing it great over in that lane right now. So, but like you said earlier, Kinkai's, you know, they were doing a great job of controlling the mid Harpies. They just secured the mid right one, the mid one left one's up. But Underworld this game has done a great job of getting that farm back. They're controlling this farm. They have started placing some wards, but in the
it seems as if we're getting a 3v3 in mid. Camazot's coming in to gank the Ymir and Yu Wong. It might be a kill. Too bad. Yu Wong lands a stun. Luckily, Ymir is safe. Back to you, GB. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Fenrir picked up that kill on right. He was able to take out Clover while Clover was trying to brawl it out with Kubo Clouds over on the Jormungandr. Fenrir's coming around. He's coming for a mid kill.
Ooh, he does have ult. He very well could get a kill on this Agni here, or at least force out a beads. It seems as if he's just going to take that leap, take the pressure that he created, and go steal some XP elsewhere. Maybe look for an early gold or a shield buff. But other than that, he just created some pressure in mid, showed that he's not afraid to go in when he needs to, and then got the heck out.
Absolutely. That is what East is doing right now. He was rotating around. Right before that, he was in solo lane, pick up the kill on the Achilles. He moved directly into mid, even though they were pushed on tower. He's like, I'm going to jump in, create pressure, get these side Harpy camps, and you know what? Just keep building our farm lead. They have a 2,000 gold lead almost right now, so this is going really well for Underworld.
Underworld just showing that they're still in this to fight. We're not going to let up at all. I'm loving the aggression from this team. Of course, we see them rotating around, looking for those invades, looking for those early ganks, because they do have a pretty early game comp. The Fenrir with the Jablonka. I do think that Hachimon and Agni will outscale them eventually. They have a kind of early game comp, and they're showing that their strength is they know how to play to their strengths.
Not only that, Underworld just has a great level lead right now too. Almost every single one of their lanes is up in level. Fenrir, he's over onto right lane again. Are they going to try and get another Achilles kill here? I don't know if they're going to dive the tower for this.
He does have ultimate up. He does have the chance to steal or kill the Achilles here if he goes in. Do know that I will say that their draft is so good that they forced quite literally everyone on the team to.
What's going on? We got a gank on right front.
Achilles is coming. Crap. Okay, it seems as if the Achilles stun did go through get stopped by the Saints. Camazotz was still able to confirm that kill for the Achilles. Jormungandr sadly dying, burning his relic, doing so. We do see him picking up ward. I do like to see that. I'm seeing solo and support picking up wards. That's what's Underworld notice Underworld struggling at before. That vision control. It's not as much as compared to Kinkai's with the already. I'm seeing another sentry just bought by the jungle, but I'm already seeing a total of 6 wards on Kinkai's inventory, and I'm glad to see that they're trying to play for their strengths, take control of that early vision as they try to get ready for Stygian Beacon.
Absolutely. And if we look at the map, it's the same thing again. They got wards on the opposite side of the jungle. Fenrir just tried to do a gank over there on the side, but they see everything that's going on. And then that solo lane, that was very interesting. Fenrir was there. They decided to back off, but Yorm, it seems like there was a little bit of miscommunication there. Yorm decided, you know what? I think I can bully them because we got that kill on Achilles before, but Achilles, he knows how much pressure he has, and he knows the damage he can put out. And that Camazotz came in and got the kill, but now they're ganking on the left lane.
Ooh,
Can Camazotz pick up the kill?
That is your Blanc ult and his dash down. Ooh, Camazotz is ulting in order to try and get something. This could go badly. He is diving. Ooh, it does seem that Camazotz will make it out, and Jablanca not dying. That is a good result for the Jablanca, wasting so many ults and actives here.
Ymir's coming in. He got the wall off. Did he missed the freeze?
Ymir did miss the freeze, and the wall. The wall was excellent. Missing the freeze. I don't know what they could have really done there. Jablanc being in a kind of not great state, having already burnt ult, or having already burnt ult and a lot of his dashes. But I'm glad to see the aggression from the Ymir trying to do something to turn it. I will say that Ymir's looking to steal the purple. Does he get it? No, he does not. But Stygian Beacon is opening. I'm hoping that I see the maybe a full man rotate. Maybe we can see a first 5v5 of the match on the Stygian Beacon.
But before that, we got Fenrir rotating over to solo. They're going to try and gank out this Achilles again. Let's see if they get it.
Fenrir does have ultimate. Achilles does have ult and beads, though. I don't think they can get it. Ooh, there comes the Achilles ult and Fenrir ult. Ooh, Achilles bead is down. I don't think they get it. Unless Jormungandr, Jormungandr just gets out. They are, for this, though, it does look that, Kinkai's is skirmishing over for the Stygian Beacon. Yu Wong landing that, stun, although Ymir landing getting a great wall. Sadly, he does die to the Agni, and Kinkai's does get that first Stygian Beacon of the game. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Kinkai's on this objective control and just not dying at these crucial moments is so good. It's what they play for. They're very much an objective-focused team, and they play to it extremely well as they go to get that vision on the Gold Fury.
Absolutely, you are correct. I mean, great wall. I mean, he blocked himself off a little bit there, but I don't really think he was gonna be getting out of there no matter what. This was that was great. They identified this is what the Kinkais have been doing. They identified that Fenrir was in right. They were tower diving to try and get that Achilles kill. They knew that they had the body advantage for this beacon. So they were like, we're taking this. We are putting this pressure on. We don't care if the Ymir is here. We are taking this. So Fenrir is moving left already. He's trying to get that gank in. He probably sees that they had wards everywhere. They saw him, so he's backing off. But this Fenrir East is doing a great job. He's just trying. He's moving all over the place. He is really everywhere, and he sees a Hyman. He's gonna go for him.
Ooh, misses the leap, but there comes Athena ult coming in, looking to turn on this Fenrir as they both chase the Fenrir. The Fenrir forced to ult out as he gets hit by the Athena taunt. He's just gonna do the shield buff and go on his way as the Ymir and the Yu Wong try to get those early oracles to get that vision on the Gold Fury. As we can see on the map, the Underworld has a lot more wards around this time. But it's just not the amount of control that Kinkai's is trying to assert over this map is unreal. Trying to get these early invades, trying to get these oracles. I'm glad to see that they're trying to keep in theme with their last game.
Absolutely, and Underworld right now just has the pressure. So right now it seems like he was trying to invade purple, but is he going to be able to invade this purple, or is he going to get caught out? They got the Athena over there. Ymir is rotating over.
Oh. It does seem as if Athena's landing the taunt on the Jablanca, although his ADC is not able to follow up as the Hachiman's forced to beads, and as the Hachiman's forced to beads, and Athena does seem to not be able to get out as she's getting flanked. The Ymir ult being popped, Ymir free. Ooh, Athena does dash out and is able to get out surprisingly. There comes the Ymir wall.
The freeze and the kill picked up by X-Ball.
Hachiman just being forced to his tier 2 so early in the game.
Ymir did a great job of going right for him. He understood that Athena was going on to them. Now we still got to fight.
Achilles getting pinched by the Jormungandr Yu Wong, forced to fight out. There goes the Yu Wong too, as we see Agni and Achilles just skirmishing with them. Ooh, it does seem as if the Ymir freeze will land, forcing out the beats from Achilles, and forcing them under tower. There goes the Ymir wall. They're just forced to farm underneath this tier 1 tower. Underworld's doing a really great job showing this aggression early, It does look like they're trying to set up for an early Gold Fury. By the way, Jablanc's grouping around it, and I think they will be getting it as Kinkai's is just forced to like take the Pyromancer in response, not able to fight them as they currently stand. Fenrir is looking to steal it here. He does have ult and he does have Relic up. Let's see if he's able to get it. Ooh, there goes the stun. Ooh, okay, just spacing really well. His team just took the Gold Fury. Let's see if he's able to get Pyro. Kinkai's does take Pyro. Fenrir's forced to ult out and dies to the Athena. Now, I will say that like Fenrir did a really good job trying to steal it. Luckily, if the kill's good on anyone, it is Athena. I will say that. Like he did a good job trying to steal it, and unfortunately he died, but he died to Athena. So it's not that big of a loss.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know if it was worth it. You have the Fenrir. The Fenrir was, what, 3-1? That like he still had a great lead there. They already shut him down, so that is good, but he did try there. That was a good try to try and steal it. He unfortunate, just a little bit too early, but he was able to just kind of keep showing that pressure. And I think that's what Underworld just wants to do right now. They want to continue showing that we're not backing down. We're not going to.
We are seeing the Stygian Beacon charging again. Let's see if the Kinkai is able to group around it like they did so well last time. I do see Achilles still in the right lane, maybe he's going to get that totem start moving over. I do see that neither solo laner has TP this game, so there's going to be no surprise TP plays from them. But we can see them like starting to like kind of move over as they're skirmishing.
Yeah, but they're getting caught deep in their jungle over there, and it seems like Kinsai's a little bit deep.
Ooh, it does seem as if Underworld's punishing this. Ooh, there goes the Ymir phrase forcing out the beads from Camazotz. There goes a Fenrir ult on the Athena. Athena's just dead in the water as Achilles and Camazotz are forced to back out.
Yep, they tried to go in a little bit too deep there, and Underworld just said, if you're going to sit on our side of the jungle, we are going to take advantage of this. We have the CC to take you down. Now, Fenrir jumps on the tier 2 tower, tier 1 tower.
There goes the Fenrir jump. Ooh, Jormungandr following up with the Q Wong sword. The amount of CCMs. Beautiful wall by Ymir, utterly stopping the Achilles dash or Achilles ult. Oh, there goes Jormungandr's ult, trying to look for something on Agni or the Camazotz. Camazotz is trying to turn on the Fenrir, forcing him to jump out. Camazotz following up as there goes the Brutalize as Camazotz ults, trying to get anything. Camazotz is in the middle of the Underworld's team. Probably gonna die for this. X-Ball picks up the kill on Camazotz as and Agni. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to go for fire here with the amount of just picks they just got just now. But it does seem that they are going to back and move for this the Stygian Beacon.
Athena's trying to keep some pressure on right hand lane, but that was a very deep dive for that Camazotz. He was trying to secure that kill on Fenrir. But he ended up diving into their entire team with his ultimate, and he only had one dash left, so he was debating, do I go for this kill now that I committed to? Do I just get out of here? And he just put himself in a really bad position. That was very unfortunate, and now Underworld is going to be able to take this beacon just with Fenrir for free.
I will say, I think Camazotz made the right play. I think no matter which way he cuts it, he just dies there. If he dashes out, he's just going to get walled off, frozen. If he tries to the only play right there was to dash back in, hopefully get the kill, make something of it. It does seem that Underworld's going to take this Oracles and like start taking control of the left side of the map. Maybe look around for a potential pick with the Hugh Wong and Ymir now in the area. I do like
hitting over to the Achilles and solo lane.
Ooh, Athena landing that Tom Hugh Wong. Ooh, Athena does get frozen by Ymir. Hugh Wong's 2 being burnt out by Camazotz.
Solos are moving over.
The amount of aggression I'm seeing in this game is a lot more. I like it personally. I like the amount of fights I'm seeing. There goes the Achilles stun on the Jormungandr. He is trying to sneak into the team, maybe get a knock up on the Athena. It doesn't really do anything though, as she's able to just walk out. They're looking to dive the Kinkai's under the T1 tower. Kinkai is being smart, letting it go, letting them take that get that damage on the T1 and just backing off.
Yes, they did a great job there with just letting their tank that tier 1 tower, understanding they're going to get this free Gold Fury now. Those were amazing decisions. And in game 1, we saw Underworld making smart decisions, but it was more team fight based. Now we are seeing them handle these objectives. We are seeing them walk up to this tier 1 and understand Gold Fury is spawned right now. We don't need, like, we can put this pressure on. We can have Ymir tank this tier 1. We can burn this quick and then just go grab the Gold Fury right after that. This is they're making great plays.
I will say that I like that Kinkai's trying to trade the Pyromancer again for the Gold Fury. Not able to confirm that Gold Fury, so instead they take the Pyro, hoping to create some pressure later in the game with the Pyromancer bomb and maybe some siege power, since they do have one of the siege beacons. Fenrir is looking to get some sort of like invade or kill on this Camazotz. Let's see if he goes in.
He might wrap around here, but they got some pressure in middle, and he is behind them, so it looks like he's going to focus on that. They might be able to catch this Athena or something like that off, and it seems like he's about to jump in right now.
Oh, it does seem... Okay, Ymir wall? Ymir wall onto the Agni. It does seem as if Fenrir's just kind of looking around. Fenrir stun onto the Athena, not really doing much, as they just both back out. Just a little bit of poke damage. Underworld is backing off. They recognize that they have indeed almost 3k gold lead. They want to keep it. No risky fights for them.
Yes, and Yorm is here now. He rotated from the side. He's just putting a little bit of poke, a little bit of pressure there. They already have it. They're going to try and secure some of this farm over here. But yeah, Quinkai's is playing on their heels right now. But what's very interesting is, so Underworld has about a 3k gold lead. But their levels aren't that different. So Fenrir East has been doing amazing. He's 4-2-1. But on the other side, Morton is 2 levels above him. Morton has been farming amazingly, and this is what Kinkai's did in the first game as well. They farmed. They had that gold lead. They don't have it right now, but keeping up, he is now the first level 20 in the game. At 21 minutes in, but he is the first level 20.
If I could count on Kinkai's to do anything, it's farm and the control these objectives. Objective control, this game might not be so great, but they have definitely been keeping up with the farm and the vision. I do see Fenrir leaping in, hoping to get something. Getting out as he's able to not land the leap, and I like to see both teams like grouping around Fire Giant, getting ready for any of the skirmishes. Athena going back up the Agni in mid as she sees the Ymir and Yu Wong also rotating. It does seem that Underworld's looking for something here as Camazotz. Or not Underworld. Kinkai's is looking for something here as they see the Camazotz rotating over. Luckily, they just get the Bastion back out. They're getting prepped for Underworld.
Fire Giant on the Camazotz. It might be a jungle fight here.
Ooh, we might see a jungle 1v1. Oh, there goes the Fenrir lead. Hachiman coming to back up. Jormungandr onto the support. Ooh, Fenrir getting absolutely killed by the Hachiman. Camazotz ult being used here on the Jormungandr. It does seem as if Ymir misses the freeze.
Beautiful wall.
Achilles on the Jormungandr. Ooh, there goes the Camazotz beats. There goes the Jablonke Sanks. As Hachiman's just over here dealing with the little souls that spawn.
Taunts in on him. They're not done yet.
Oh my god. Okay. There goes Yu Wong's beats. As we see Jablonke just skirmishing with the Achilles here in mid with Ymir. Both teams just Kinkai is getting their pick, backing out, trying to retain some level, try to get that pick back out, spend their gold as they see that Gold Fury is coming up soon.
Yep, Underworld, they have the pressure right now, so they're gonna try and push that. It seems like they're all just gonna reset this. They know that they have some objectives coming up. We got Pyro coming up. We got Gold coming up. That was great, but I have to give a shout out to Ordered Mess. That play in mid was beautiful. That wall to save his Yorm, and then his ult to just slow everybody down and put some damage on them. That was a game-defining. That made that kept Jorm alive. But now it seems like we got Fenrir jumping on Achilles over here at the Pyromancer.
Fenrir absolutely following up on the Athena, trying to get some damage in before those important fights are coming up. Pyromancer is now up. I think Underworld's trying to secure that as we speak. Underworld also trying to confirm that that Stygian Beacon for the two buffs that they'll be getting from it.
Both. They secure both. Now they're rotating over to Gold Fury to secure a third objective.
It seems as if Kinkai is gonna be trying to force to answer this Gold Fury, as they don't want to give all 3 objectives
But
to
Achilles is going to put
Underworld.
some pressure on this Camazotz in mid. But Camazotz is answering back. That's the Fenrir. That is the Fenrir. Camazotz is going on him. He is telling him, I am not afraid of you here. But he might get caught out by this Jorma. This Jorma is chasing into him. And they're still burning the Gold Fury over here.
Both jungle ults being forced out in the mid and a mid lane 1v1 as another fight is happening over on Gold Fury. The amount of just fights I'm seeing in this game are lovely. I love to see it. The Ymir wall coming
is ulting over too.
Ooh, it does seem that Yu Wong's gonna get caught out by this Athena taunt as Achilles is going to follow up. Yorm knocking him up. Ymir being burnt here, but not doing too much damage as we see Hachiman just killing him through it.
And they're running back. They're going to try and pick up this Gold Fury. Fenrir is coming in, though. Fenrir is not going to let them have it for free. They are observing this, but they got Achilles in the backline. They do have Achilles putting some pressure back there. So Fenrir is jumping over onto this Camazotz, but then jumping right back out.
I do like to see that Underworld, despite being a 4v5, Underworld's not letting them have this Gold Fury for free. They're showing like, hey, we're gonna keep our lead, and we're not gonna let you do anything about it. Titans, of course, fighting mid as the Underworld's trying to take the Gold Fury away from Kenkai's. Maybe Kenkai's looks to steal with the Achilles, the Hachiman, or the Agni, but I don't think there's a lot that they can do about it right now, especially with Achilles being less than half health and. With Fenrir now East zoning them off.
This is a battle of persistence right now. Both teams are low. Both teams.
There goes the Agni stun.
Yep.
Ooh, it does seem like a fight could break out any second as we see them now moving over to Titans, trying to get their Titan into the enemy tower, maybe take some turrets for free. We see Camazotz back out from the Fenrir and the Ymir. Fenrir's beads being burnt out by Athena taunt. As we see them look around, Blanca just farming. Maybe because Camazot's looking for like an angle to take, maybe get a flank here that Underworld won't see, but failing. Looking like dropping a ward by the green, looking for that Gold Fury again.
Yep, Kenkai's is doing a great job of zoning out. They know that they got their team split up right now. They had some people in the jungle, they have some in the middle, and each one has one tank. So if they can kind of split them up, use that mid lane to kind of put pressure onto whichever one they decide, and what they're going for is they're going for this Gold Fury. They're going to zone it out. Achilles doing a great job against this Jormungandr, and that seems like Yorm is going in.
Yorm's going in, just walking past the Camazotz. Achilles saying, I don't care. Ulting, but dying to Hachiman. Ooh, it does seem as if they dropped the Gold Fury. Fenrir going in onto the Achilles, backing out, as we see Agni drop his ult onto the Ymir. Camazotz ulting in onto the Yu Wong and Fenrir, who had to burn his ult. Fenrir getting hit by the Athena taunt and dying to Camazotz.
Athena with the tower dive, and they're still going, but so Ymir throws the stun. He's trying to freeze him onto the tower. He got the freeze off there, but then he gets the stun right there. Camazotz, Hachiman, they burn the Ymir down. He is down, taking damage from the tower, but that does not matter. They take that tier 1 down. They tower dive for 2 kills, pick up an extra 2. That was a great play by the Kenkai's.
Honestly, if you had told me that Kenkai's would be diving the tower while down 3k gold, I would say I don't believe you. But they did, and now there's a very small difference now. Only 100 gold in between, and now they're looking to take that fire for free.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are putting pressure on this fire. That was beautiful for them to split up the team from the middle to the jungle. Underworld just didn't know what to do, and then they converged into that jungle. They kept that pressure there, and they zoned them out, but they were able to pick up the kills. The Camazotz realized that Fenrir jumped in just for a stun, and then used his other jump just to get out, and he had nothing left besides his ult, and that Camazotz chased him, Yu Wong down, and now Kenkai's picked up 4 kills, 2 tower dives, picked up the Fire Giant, and are now picking up the Pyromancer.
It does seem that as if Underworld's just kind of shocked about what happened, just going to farm their lanes, not really going grouping around that Gold Fury in order to get something in return. Oh, there is a pause. Let's see what it is about. But while we're paused, let's talk about these drafts. I have to respect the fact that just the Fenrir and the Ymir alone have forced the entire team of Kenkai's to buy beads. By the way. Yeah, it is sport and solo. Buying beats is, in my opinion, just quite nutty. That the threat that the Ymir and Fenrir pose is that great.
Absolutely. And everybody, thank you for sticking with us through this pause. We are sorry about this. We'll get it right back going. Before we continue any further, I just want to say thank you to everybody who gifted subs. We really appreciate it. We had Sasuke, Munchies, and Mirandis. You guys are amazing. Thank you for those gifted subs out there. Back to this game. Kin size. Wow. This is great play by them. They took the first one. This second game, imagine that fight started off as a Gold Fury battle of persistence. Both teams wanted that Primal Fury, but neither would let go. Neither one of them wanted to let go of it, and they were staying there while the tanks were half health, damage dealers were half health, and then it all came down to that Yorm tried to go in, and then Hachi just burned him before he could get his ult off.
Yeah, Hachi's of course been like really great in these fights. Sadly he just got burnt in that one fight. Honestly, Kenkai's has been doing a really good job of taking back their lead. We saw that they were almost 3k gold down. Now they're up. They just took a fire giant. They just dove in between two towers. They've been doing a really good job of controlling these fights. And
they have. Yeah, you are so right, Mana. Wow, Underworld started off this game so great, but this is one of the problems with East, not East, with Fenrir. So East is amazing at everything that he's been doing. He has been trying so hard to just keep pressure on there, and Underworld in general has been doing amazing. But Fenrir, with that Yorm getting burned down so quick by the Hachiman, as Fenrir jumps in, he now has to decide: am I trying to commit to something, or am I getting out? But then I end up using everything that I have just to get in and get out of a fight.
Yeah. So honestly, I think both teams are playing really well. I do think that Underworld's like starting to fall off a little bit. They had a very early game comp, and Kinkai's is like slowly getting back into the game. Fenrir, of course, having these great like engages, these great ultimates, is starting to like. He's very much still an early game champion or early game god, and he's starting to fall off compared to Kamazots, compared to these like late game picks that are starting to actually get into their full power. I do think that that the Underworld's still doing a good job of like within these team fights, but I do think that Kenkai is slowly taking control of this game again, and yeah. I'm glad to see it.
I do agree. Underworld, it just seems like maybe there's some miscommunication going on. Their team fights are getting spread out a lot more than Kinsai's are. But everybody, what you've been waiting for, we are back into this game. Game 2 underway. Halfway through, we are 29 minutes in.
Achilles, of course, is rotating around this gold with Athena. They're looking like to establish this early vision on the Gold Fury via the Oracles, as Underworld's still trying to get their bearings after the last team fight. We can see Kinkai is starting to slowly group around the left side of the map via like taking this gold, taking these XP camps, making sure that these camps aren't ever up for a long time. That way they maintain their lead. We can actually see that the game swung in Kinkai's favor via 3k gold almost. It's very shocking the way Kinkai's has just really taken this game into control.
Exactly. Yeah. We were talking about earlier. They were down 3k gold, and now they're up. And they secured the Pyro, the Beacon. Now they're getting this Gold Fury again, and like this has just been a great turnaround for Kinkai's. Can't say anything more.
Honestly, Underworld's like just letting it go, trying to get like some level of farm, like some level of control off of this map as they're like farming. Fenrir leaving the base as they're looking around to like maybe just try to defend the push that Kinkai's expected to do here. They have FG, they have Pyro Bomb, and they also have their full team grouped. They're gonna be looking to push here. They have 2 Pyro Bombs, and they're planning to use them.
Yep, and that's what's happening right now in the duo lane. They're looking for that tier 2. They're a little split up right now. We got Kamazot's pushing up the middle, so they're going to be splitting pressure here right now. They're going to do what they can, but Fenrir jumps in, tries to get a stun off there. It doesn't seem like he's able to get it.
The stun as Athena's just tanking the tower for the Hachiman, hoping to use both bombs. Ooh, Ymir forced to beads the Achilles stun.
And mid tier 2 down by Kamazot, soloed. Fenrir jumps onto this Kamazot. He's not going to let him get away with it. Kamazot's going to stay in. Fenrir's going to go for him.
Kamazot's and Fenrir both forced to burn ults here, as we see a small skirmish on the left side of the map. Jablanc ult is down. Jablanc confirming the kill on the Agni. as Underworld's continuing to chase. Jablanc getting that kill on the Athena as well.
And that is big.
They
Athena's
keep
been a
looking
great
too, looking for that Hachimon, looking for the Achilles. Jablanca getting a triple here. Do they look for the? Does Jablanca get the Quadra here? Jablanca gets a Quadra, 1 kill off of the Penta. Achilles almost like so close to dying. They had their lead. They had Pyro. They had Gold Fury.
Henry might get this Achilles before he's able to get back.
It seems Achilles doesn't land the stun and it gets out. Luckily, he gets out with that Fire Giant. I mean, let's be honest. Kinkai's had the hugest lead ever. They had fire. They had 2 pyro bombs. They had the Gold Fury Gold. They just took a bad fight with that mid and the left side of the map, and they got punished hard for it. Underworld knows how to play their gods to the best, and they've shown it just now with the way they just punished that massive lead and made them fumble the ball.
Yep, Underworld is answering back after that. That is disappointing for Kinkai's. And hopefully it doesn't get to them. Hopefully they just come back from that and turn it around, because they had Fire Giant, like you said. They were pushed. They got 2 tier 2s, and then they just lost the fight. They lost the fight. X-Ball picking up that Quadra kill. What amazing play over there by Aaron. So now, they got pressure back on left-hand side. They didn't get that tier 2. Achilles was able to hold that off. But, man, this has been a great turnaround for Kinkai's, but they do have to hold it, because Underworld did just kind of show them that, listen, we don't care that you had Fire Giant. We don't care that you're going to push our lanes. If you give us a chance, we're going to take you down. And we saw Kinkai's do that in the second game, in the first game, in their second siege. They did give up that second siege and made some poor decisions after that first great one. So Underworld was able to take advantage. So I think as long as Kinkai's, they do what they've been doing. They just secured a Pyro Bomb. That's great. We know Fire Giant's coming up, so they're probably going to get some wards down. They already have a couple. They have 1 ward over there on the opposite side of the map. So as long as they keep doing what they were doing, they keep this pressure up, they keep their vision up, I think they're going to run away with this. But they have to make sure those sieges are clean.
I will say Kinkai's has done a great job getting their lead back up. Despite losing that massive lead they had, they've slowly rebuilt it up. I'm glad to see both teams playing to their best. As we see them start to skirmish, Athena, of course, looking for that pick with the the dash in with the taunt. Kamazaz just farming that the yellow buff on the side, or not yellow buff, white buff on the side. As we see something trying to happen. Fenrir getting stunned by Agni and taking huge poke. It does look like that Kinkai's is taking control here. I will say that, to be honest, it's lucky that Kinkai's died when they did. There were no objectives on the map. They'd just taken them all. And if there was any objectives left on this map, this might have been going a different way, if I'm going to be completely honest.
You're very right. And as soon as they came back, they went for that Pyro. They grabbed another Pyro Bomb. So now each team has 1. That was great play. They identified what's the objective to go for. And they said, you know what? We might have lost that battle, but we're still here. And it seems like everybody, sorry for this, but we got another pause going on. We're going to take a little break here. But, man, Mana, what a great game 2 so far. What a great set this is.
I'm sincerely hoping this is going to a game 3. I love watching both of these teams skirmish and fight. Kinkai's, of course, the underdog team. I love an underdog. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Kinkai's, of course, doing an amazing job coming back, and of course I'm kind of astonished they lost that huge lead. They had 3k gold just gone, and now they have it back. I'm amazed by the way this team's able to just take lead and create it despite losing it.
Yeah,
what about
absolutely.
you?
Yeah, no. Both of these teams are just doing a great job. I feel like from game 1, Kinkai's is a little bit more organized when it comes to these objectives. They're getting there early. They're getting vision on them early. They understand where Underworld is on the map before they start them. And they're doing a great job of controlling these objectives. Underworld, on the other hand, is dominating when it comes down to these fights and these individual player plays. Kinkai's is doing amazing things working together, but Underworld's individual player play is just picking people apart. We just saw that X-Ball get that Quadra kill while they had Fire Giant trying to siege a left-hand lane. They just understood hey, we can burn them right here. Let's just go. We don't care if they have Fire Giant. We don't care. Leave this Phoenix, chase these kills down, and get them.
Yeah, Underworld's doing a great job pushing that like the aggressive comp. Jablanka getting that quadra is a prime example of that. While Fenrir and Kanazato are 1v1ing, burning ults in the mid lane. As much as I'd love to talk more about this fight, I do have to say we are gonna take a little break, guys. And we'll see you guys back when this pause is over.
We'll see you soon, everybody. 1 second.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Sorry for that technical difficulties. We're gonna see of course, Kinkai's looking for this this fire giant as Underworld goes to defend it. We're really seeing them try to get this pressure and get this control of the fire giant pit as we see Camazot seemingly poking from outside the turret or outside the pit.
Absolutely. Yep. And we're gonna see that both teams they're gonna try and zone the other team out. But it seems like Kinsai is gonna be able to get on the opposite side of the map, which is very important for these objective sieges. Like, you want to make sure that you have the pressure on their side of the map, keeping them on their heels. Because once you're on your heels, we've been seeing this a lot by Ordered Mess. Whenever he has to backpedal, like, he's getting burned down. It happened last game. It happened a couple times this game. So what Kinsai is gonna try and do here is they're gonna try and keep Underworld on their back, and they're going in.
Okay, we see Jalanka also coming out. Fenrir, of course, ulting onto the backline, getting this Athena out, burning the beads. We see that of course Kinkai is punishing the Fenrir ult, following up. It seems as if they've just completely pushed Underworld out of the area, going for that fire giant pit.
Absolutely, and that was what I just said. Mess was on his heels, and they were able to pick him off. They took him down, and now they're going to zone out. Athena went back, but Athena can roll right back in. They're taking this fire giant. They have the pressure now. They were able to secure those 2 kills, and that was so important. That was beautifully done by Quinkais. They moved past the fire giant. They put the pressure on Underworld's side of the map. They kept them backpedaling, which you have to do to be able to secure these. And as soon as they saw Ordered Mess backpedaling and got him caught out, they were able to burn him down, turn around, take the fire giant, and there they go again. Now let's see if they can get a successful siege this time after they get this Oni Fury.
I think the Oni Fury will help a lot with that siege. Getting that buff, of course, is always helpful. The gold is, of course, helpful. We can maybe start seeing some 3K pots result from this, or 3K pots from it, as Underworld's just kind of forced to just defend their, they have to huddle up, turtle up, defend, or else one bad team fight means that the game goes to Kinkai's.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is the current Smite endgame meta. One bad team fight at the end of this game can mean a loss. And Kinsai's, they had a failed siege earlier. They gave X-Ball a quadra kill because of it. We saw in game 1 they had 2 great sieges, 1 bad one. We need to hope that they're just going to be patient here. They have Oni Furies pushing on the sides. You can see them on the left side. You can see it pushing up the right side. If they wait for those Oni Furies, grab this Pyrobomb like they're doing right now, they are going to be able to siege one of these Phoenixes very quickly. So all they have to do here is just be patient. They need to be a little bit patient, understand that they're going to be able to just kind of use these Oni Furies to their advantage. Maybe take out that right tier 2, or maybe just counter pushes a Phoenix over here. But it seems like they're grouping up in mid. They're trying to see if they can get a little bit of pick here, maybe like a little if anybody's going to overextend or not. Camazotz is going to take that tier 2 by himself. We saw him do that earlier in the mid when they were pushing the left-hand side. So now they're going to try and get the split pressure again with Camazotz in right and Achilles in the middle of them. So they're pushing. Go ahead.
It seems that they are splitting up in order to get this pressure created. Of course, Camazot's able to threaten that right lane Phoenix while the rest of his team is pressuring mid. We have, of course, left lane minions just pushing in, threatening to take that Phoenix by itself unless your block goes and answers. It does seem as if the Kinkais are looking to dot. Ooh, we are seeing a fight now. Blanc ult being burnt as Fenrir ult is being burnt as well. Achilles being forced to back out as Athena is shelling him.
Yes, they're going to have to back off of the siege. They're going to have to take it back. They tried to push in a little bit there, but Achilles got burned too fast. The good thing is none of them died. They also have Enhanced Fire Giant. They're still holding pressure. They're keeping these minions up. They just need to split this pressure up. Right now, this is what happened earlier. They tried to just hold pressure, but they kept getting poked down at that Phoenix line. They need to either make a decision. You got 2 pyro bombs. Either get past this Phoenix line, drop those pyro bombs, and burn it, or you got to back out. You're just going to keep getting poked down with this Yuhong out there. You're going to get frozen with the Ymir. That X-Ball endgame damage is nothing to joke around with. He will burn you down so fast. Ymir pushed that wall out, while Camazotz is over in the right, and it seems like there you go. Yuwang is just poking right there while they stand on the line. They have to make a decision here.
I would very much love to see maybe the Achilles splits off to left lane to push that in, while Camazotz keeps pressuring that right lane. If they're able to get that 1-3-1 split on each of these lanes, they might be able to siege correctly. But instead, they get further by Ymir. Jormungandr going in in order to punish these guys for going in even harder. Poking out the Agni, forcing the dash. Achilles, Athena forced to run away as Camazotz is diving the backline. Camazotz getting the kill.
Yeah, they are just poking out there. Camazotz dived in the backline. He came back. He reversed it. He took out the Fenrir, and it's
trading kill for kill. Jormungandr's the only one up. We very well could see the game end right now as Jormungandr's the only one up. Camazotz is low, but they have both Agni and Athena up in order to tank that Titan.
What a beautiful fight that was right there. They let them come out. It seemed as if Underworld had the pressure, but they didn't. Quinkais was able to turn it around, grab some kills there. Agni was able to poke from the back, throwing that damage down. You cannot let Agni free cast like that. But Yorm is going to try and stop this, but it seems like he's going to go down to Agni. He's going to cast it down. But they cannot take this Phoenix. They are too low to take out this Phoenix unless Agni's going to go in there and try again. But they not get a respect. They have 15 seconds until anybody spawns.
They do have minion pushing it on the left lane. They could go push that, but instead they're backing, hoping to get some advantage off the map. Maybe a Gold Fury or a Pyro. Anything can happen right now. I suspect they're going to go for that fire giant that's coming up. While Underworld can't deal with it, they have to push out these minion waves unless they want to get sieged.
So they got 4 up right now. They got 30 seconds until their jungler's back up. The opposite side is 4. It is a 4v4 right now. They are pushing onto this fire giant, like you just said. They're going to start exerting pressure on the opposite side. Wards are going down. They're getting vision. So when their jungler comes back, he can run right up. He can be where he needs to be, whether that's zoning in the process or whether that's help burning this fire giant where it's going to be. But we are seeing Underworld come in. They're trying to wrap around. Actually, Ymir is going for this Pyromancer. They're going to burn this quick. And let's see if this turns into a fight right here. Nope, they're just going to burn that Pyromancer, grab that Pyro Bomb, and back out a little bit because they know that Quinkais cannot run this fire giant. They cannot start it. They can't burn it fast enough with them there pushing in pressure. So Fenrir is going to try and push that fire wave out from middle a little bit more because he has to keep control of that. They have that fire wave there. They can't let that continuously push into the base. So Fenrir is doing a great job just kind of sitting there with Camazotz, taking out that pressure from mid lane that they have. But we might be seeing a fight here, whether it's on right or in mid with the junglers.
I love to see it. The Quinkais, of course, taking control over that fire pit, not allowing even Vision to walk. They're not even allowed to walk up to the edge as Athena and Hachiman start it. Achilles, Agni, Camazotz, of course, expertly zoning them off. Fenrir in mid lane just farming that fire wave. They can't allow that to just keep pushing in or else risk losing the Titan. Achilles is, of course, burning, pressuring them off. He's pressuring them so well. They're in the left lane. They're not even allowed to walk up. While Jormungandr is,
and they secure it. They secure the fire giant. Jormungandr tried to get in there with his ult. He tried to do everything he could. Fenrir tried to come around from the behind. Jormungandr's trying to save him, but Hachiman picks up the kill on the Fenrir. He was too deep, and Camazotz is now ulting in. They got the fire giant. It's enhanced. They're running down. Fenrir is down. It is a 5v4. Are they going to be able to take out this Jormungandr? They're burning him down.
I think they do.
Take him down.
5-man. Achilles missing the ult, but Agni able to pick up the kill. Able to push in that middle Phoenix with the fire minions, even though it's about to come up. I think we're about to see the end of the game here.
You're seeing them. Yep, get together on right. They're going to take down a second Phoenix. The Ymir wall is going to stop them, but it's only going to delay them. It's not actually stopping them. They're going to burn this Phoenix down while you have
missing.
Yep.
You see the Achilles stunning the Ymir, pressuring them off of that Phoenix while they just take it. Looking to take that second Phoenix as it comes up very soon. It's back up. We see them taking it as Ymir walls them off the Titan. Achilles just pressuring the Yuwang off, forcing him back to spawn. There's a Blanco coming out as Ymir's ulting.
Absolutely. Let Agni burn it. Let Hachiman burn the Titan. The Achilles is in the front line while he's pushing him back, and they're able to do it. Quinkais take the win 2-0 against Underworld.
This was the underdog story if I've ever seen one. Of course, 4th seed facing 1st seed is not a very pretty story for a 4th seed. I'm going to say that. Quinkais took control of the map expertly, kept Vision up constantly, controlled that map, created pressure in ways that Underworld just could not handle. and of course their drafts were insane. If we look at the draft, we'll see like stat lines all across the board. Everyone did well despite losing like early in that lane. We saw early in the game that, of course, as predicted, Underworld was going to win that early, like those early lanes, those early trades with the Fenrir stuff like that. But Kinkai's butter round showed that they are a force to be reckoned with and are ready for the tournament up and coming as they beat first seed.
Absolutely. Wow, what a set that was for Kin Kai's. Coming into this, they started off this season with 2-0s. They started losing their identity here, and they came back into this game before the tournament starts, and they said, number 1 seed, we don't care. We used to be there. We're taking it back.
Yeah. So like, if we look at like the scoreboard right now, we can see that like the Hachimon did Hachimon Agni creating a lot of damage. Of course, shredding these objectives. Kamazot's perma-fighting the Fenrir shows and like his 36,000, out damaging his solo and his ADC even. The amount of wards bought by everyone is insane. Like 10 on Kamazot's, 14 on Hachimon, 24 and 22 on the solo and support. They really played to their strengths with the vision control, map control, and where like if we look at Underworld, the most bought was 17 by the Ymir, which is what support's supposed to do. Gets blown almost out of the water by the Achilles, the Athena, the Agni. Like too much. They had so much vision and control over the map because of that.
No, you're absolutely right. Both games, Kinkai's, they came out here, they put so much pressure on the objectives. This game specifically, they didn't have it in the beginning. They did not start off winning this, but they were able to control these objectives, and they just ran around Underworld at them. They stepped over the Fire Giant twice and said, this is ours, get out of here. And Underworld just had to give it to them.
Now, if I had to like say like there was a star player this game, I'd have to like give it to Clover UK. You know what? We don't care that about the Human Gunner. We're picking Achilles. We're taking control of this lane, and he very well did, getting that solo kill early, creating so much pressure with his just threat of ult stun. His dashes. He took control of the game early and kept kept his foot to the pedal as he just accelerated his team to a win.
As you said, like he was amazing at just being where he needed to be, putting that pressure on them and saying, you have a Ymir wall, I'm an Achilles, I'm a wall myself. You want me in defense or offensive stance? I'm just going to stand here and take whatever you throw at me. But everybody in this game had some great, in this set, had some great moments. Ymir had some beautiful walls with a beautiful ult, same in the Jormungandr earlier. Jormungandr, hats off to these solo laners. First time for these teams coming in here, going head to head. Both of them played support before this, but man, they really put it all out there. Agni dropping some beautiful bombs, free casting from the back with the damage. We can't forget the X-Ball quadra kill. Aran Fenrir, that quadra kill was beautiful. He did amazing. Rosie had some great plays there. East, early game for both games, was a monster. And OBX was just very consistent with everything that he did in this game. This was a beautiful set by both teams.
All right. Yeah, I have to agree with you. Beautiful set. Both teams played well. Unluckily for Underworld, Kinkai's just came like wanting to win super hard. They came ready like with their vision control, map control. They came with the set in mind that they need to be controlling these objectives. They might lose early to the Underworld because they have extremely good team fighting skills. Underworld does. But Kinkai's knew that like if they get these objectives, they play for the late game, they will outscale, and they've proved it both of these games.
Absolutely. And I just want to give it also a shout out because I forgot this one, but the Frostbite too, because his taunts, his dashes, his ultimate, they were on point. There's a reason that they first picked that Athena because they had so much trust in it. It controlled the first game and it controlled the second game as well. You can't underestimate Frostbite on Athena when we're going into this tournament from here on out.
Yeah. I'm glad to see both of these games go down. Luckily, unluckily we weren't able to see game 3. Despite me wanting to see like Underworld maybe come back that game, but like both teams did amazing. Frostbite, of course, doing extremely well. Clover doing well. Morton played fights beautifully. Maritak and Obi, of course, like were the damage threats on their team. They did amazing all across the board. And hats off to Rosie. Rosie was hitting a lot of like really great ultimates as Hugh Wong. Although they were lacking follow-up. Ymir with the walls single-handedly killed several people, I'm not going to lie. walling, freezing. Oh, he was the beads burner of this match. I'll say that right now.
Yeah, this was a beautiful set. It's off to both of these teams, and they're going to be seeing each other again, hopefully. You know, this is just the beginning. Tournament's coming up right around the corner. Got to wait to see if Underworld holds their first seed position after losing this, but that depends if Underscore wins or not. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. My name is Chubby Chibi.
And I'm Manamith. I'd love to see you guys in the future. Good luck, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.